You win. You were ponytails in your Sunday best, and I loved you then. It was Muskrat Love and Johnny Quest. Other loves have tried to catch my eye, turn my heart around. But as for me then, you were the only game in town. Oh, you're still the only game in town. Down through the years, through the storms of life and trying times, we face all our fears together, hand in hand, heart and mind. You are my strength, my hope, my joy, the treasure I have found. And yes, you are still the only game in town. Oh, you're still the only game in town. And I am so thankful every day that God had His way when He put us together, now and forever. And when you are walking by my side, when I look into your eyes, love takes me by surprise. It's totally amazing. It's totally amazing. Yeah. Here we are now, living proof that love is all we need. Some way, somehow, we found our way because we believe. Seasons may come and go, the world may change. You never let me down. You're my everything. You're the only game in town. Oh, you're still the only game in town. That's the way I feel about you. You're still the only game in town. How much I care about you, love, 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 love. You're still the only game in town. heart still pumping, Lord has a beat. That's my resolution, baby. In the stars, I'll be loving you. Oh, I'm still ticking and twisting anytime at all. You can do everything for mine. So let the world come tumbling and the seas away. I'll be loving you. The sun comes up and there's air to breathe. Blood still pumping, Lord has a beat. If the moon comes out to compliment the stars, I'll be loving you. If the clock's still ticking, if there's any time, nothing you can do, everything for mine. Let the world come tumbling and the seas away. I'll be loving you. I'll be loving you. Yeah, I'll be loving you. I'll be loving you. Yeah. I'll be loving you. 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 I'll be loving you.
They are so annoying. I swear to God. Like, what? So
What?
swing. Okay. Off of me.
Should be him and Tito be riding around in a Cadillac and shit. Slow down, Tito. Slow down, Tito. Damn. Is that my hoe over there sitting on the curb? Let me out. Come in, girl. I said, come in, girl. For my money, how much you got? Mike, I'm sorry. All I got is $100 bill. Girl, you've been out here all day and all you got is $100 bill? Permission to cuss one time. One time she gave me permission to cuss. I'm in school, I'm being bad. My teacher got mad. Said, Kevin, come here. Told me come to the front of the class, wrote a note, stapled the note to my chest. Said, make sure your mother read the note. I get home, my mom read the note. The note said, maybe if you showed your son some more attention at home, he wouldn't act like a fool in school. Right? My mom read the note, she said, let me tell you something. You tell her, mind her damn business before I come down there and I beat her ass. I said, okay, do you want me to say it like that, or do you want me to take some stuff out? What I say? Tell her, mind her damn business before I come down there and I beat her ass. I said, no, I heard what you said. I just want to make sure that you know that you're telling me to say the same thing. Kevin, if I tell you again, I'm going to smack the shit out you. Okay, now I got it. Okay, I got it. I got it. Okay, I got it. Nah, I got it. All right, I got it. Keep in mind, it's a lot of pressure, all right? My mom just gave me permission to go to school and cuss my teacher out. I didn't feel comfortable with the situation, so I wanted to practice. I wanted to go upstairs. I wanted to go over my lines. So I'm in the mirror. I'm going over my lines. I'm like, okay, all right, okay, all right, okay. My mom told me to tell you to mind your girl. Nah, it's too loud. That's way too loud. That's not believable. It's too loud. Finally, I go over it. I get it down. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go to bed early, get some rest, because I got a big day ahead of me tomorrow. I don't really want to mess this up. So I go to bed. I wake up, get dressed, put on my pants, my shirt. I get on the school bus. All my friends see me. They get hyped. Oh, Kev is on the bus. Everybody look. Kev on the bus. What up, Kev? I was like, yo, not today, y'all. I got a lot of stuff in my mind. I can't really have y'all throwing me off. And my friend was like, what you talking about? I said, I can't really get into it. All I can tell y'all is that it's about to go down. He's like, what? I said, look, man, it's about to go down. Just be behind me when I walk in class. He said, all right, cool. I walk in class. Miss Green, my teacher, she starts speaking to everybody. Hello, good morning, hello, good morning. She see me. She was like, Kevin. I said, Miss Green. She said, did you let your mother read the note? I said, yes, I did. She said, well, what did your mother say? I took a deep breath. I looked at my friends. I was like, it's about to go down. I said, well, my mom told me to tell you to mind your damn motherfucking business, bitch. Little stupid bitch. Little dumb teaching, bitch. 2 + 2 not knowing what the fuck it is, bitch. Cross-eyed crying down your back, fat foot ass, bitch. Long titty, no nipple having ass, bitch. The shit that was crazy, my friends was in the background, they was like, oh! He said she ain't had no nipples!
What you looking at?
I was just thinking I kind of want to go through your phone.
I mean, you can, but for what?
I just want to check your phone. Make sure you're not doing nothing.
Here.
Wait, what? For real?
I'm not doing nothing. I'm not cheating or entertaining nobody, so you good.
What's the passcode?
It's your birthday.
Guess there really ain't nothing in there.
I told you.
So you hungry?
I mean, I can go for a little sandwich or something, nothing crazy.
Coming right up. Where you been?
Oh, I told you I was going to hoop with the boys.
Mm-hmm. You was probably with some girl.
I told you I was going to be back before 5, and it's only 4:48.
Let me see. I guess.
Why you always accusing me of cheating? What, you ain't used to a faithful man?
Because men be lying.
Well, I have no reason to lie to you, baby. I love you. So get used to it.
Okay. That was sexy or whatever. Who is that calling me this late?
Hello? Oh, no, I'm not going tonight. I'm about to spend some time with my girl. Bye.
So you would rather stay in bed with me than go out with your boys?
Of course. I seen them earlier playing basketball anyway, and plus, I want to be with you tonight.
Well, you know what loyal men get, right?
What? Babe, what you doing? Babe!
Hey yo, Cheetah,
What's up?
tryna make some lasagna and I need you.
Yeah, no problem, bro. I'll teach you. Grab a pound of any ground meat you like. We gon' use turkey to keep it light. Then you chop an onion.
Who's making me cry?
Brown it up and pour the grease out. Add your sauce and turn the heat down. Make sure that you season it.
When can we put some cheese in it?
Not yet, man. First you gotta mix up mozzarella and ricotta. Add some eggs and parmesan.
I feel so Italian.
Add some fresh parsley. Now it's time to get to layering. It goes sauce, pasta, cheese, and then repeat again.
How many layers should there be?
At least 3. Then cover it in some foil and bake at 350 degrees.
It's been baking for like 45 minutes. Cheetah, I'm so hungry, when will it be time to eat up?
Not yet, remove that foil, add some more cheese, let it all broil.
Can I eat it right now?
Not yet, man, let it cool down.
It's over.
Damn! Oh my God! Welcome to Coochie Crab. I didn't know we was having VIP up in here today. Here, let me give you a menu. You got it?
Yeah, thank you.
So what can I get you today?
What you doing so
Ladies
much?
first.
Can I get a
So you just let me know which you ready, Mama?
You're being rude. Stop. She was talking to you.
That's her job to make sure.
So Big Daddy, you know what you want now?
Babe.
Can we have?
Oh my
sex
God!
on the
I'm
beach?
sorry. I don't understand.
Can you tell me what she just said?
She
Because
said we'll have 2 sex on the beach.
wait a minute, did you say sex on the beach? Make sure you get a glass of water because that real thirsty.
Sweetheart, calm down.
She's not lying.
She's doing her job. She's a waitress. Nothing worse than the sex on the beach. This is coochie crab, sweetie.
With a real coochie. Here's your drink, Big Daddy. You kid. Boy, you smell motherfucking good. God damn. Ooh. wrong with your eyes?
Oh,
Let me get some.
yours is coming. Have patience. You've been impatient this whole time we've been here.
I have. I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be right back, all right?
Okay.
What you want, bitch? You thirsty? No, bitch. I got something for you, hoe. And what's that? You know what I mean? Who's here? And for you, sweet daddy, look, call me later. You want to come for dessert, okay?
Baby, stop!
Popcorn world.
Popcorn world. Yeah.
Can I make you move now? Yes, I can. So you can get this move in the back of a can. You can make it round the world when the holes in your hand. Popcorn world. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile.
I said popcorn make you smile. Ah. Popcorn world. Popcorn world. Popcorn world. It's a popcorn world. It's a popcorn world.
Hey, Kenyatta,
Yes, King.
you got the wine glasses?
Yes, King.
Is the lighting right?
Oh, yes, King.
Well, all right then. I guess it's time for Uncorked Wine, live on the Noisemakers page. Grab your glasses and let's go.
Good to see everybody tonight for this Uncorked Wine experience. It's your boy, Mr. Noise, decked out in NY gear. I'm ready to do this tonight. Let me put on my sexy real quick. Hey, what's going on out there? It's Mr. Noise, and we are here for Uncorked Wine. Yeah. What's going on, Mama Noise? Why are you looking at me like that? You muted.
Just listen to your intro.
Well, I mean, that's how I started. Listen, the whole show starts with my sexy. You got the wine glasses. It's the lighting right. That's us. That's me, baby. And you be like, oh, yes, King. Remember that? Remember that part when you did that? That was you. It was me and you doing all that sexy. So there's a certain level of sexy that people expect.
Is that what it is?
I think so. It's good to see you, Mama Noise. You look great. We both repping the NY tonight. What's going on? I got the NY on. You got your Brooklyn shirt on. Where Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn at? I like it. I like it. You're so quiet tonight. What's going on? You need me?
Where is everybody?
I don't know. I guess everybody running a little bit late tonight, but you know, we in here. We're going to represent for the people. Shout out to our family, Noisemaker families, pulling up slow tonight. Maybe got people out barbecuing or whatever. I get it.
Yeah.
But we're gonna press on. You know, we haven't been in a while, so I feel like people might be, you know, they might have been tied up or whatever.
Okay.
But we in here tonight, so as people slowly but surely trickle in, we in here tonight. So I'm thrilled. It's been a good day. I got to give a shout out to my lovely wife tonight because she did something so amazing tonight. I'm gonna tell y'all something. It was really cool. My lovely wife prepared food for the family tonight. She fried some fish for everybody, and she did an amazing job. I mean, outstanding. Let me tell you something. Here's how you know she did a good job, y'all. Here's how she knows she did a good job, Noisemakers. My grandmother ate her catfish tonight and was like, this is good. You know you're doing something when you can please the elders. When the elders are like, you did that. You did that. You got to be proud of yourself. It ain't easy to please the elders now.
That's
so
true.
You must be doing something right when the elders are pleased. So I'm impressed. I was impressed. I got kind of teary-eyed. I was like, look at my baby out here cooking and things.
I ain't gonna sit there and say it wasn't no pressure.
I mean, it might have been a little bit of pressure, but you handled yourself very well. Yeah, you handled yourself very well. What up, Albie? Unmuted. You got to unmute there.
What's up,
Al, you like you had a day, brother.
It's been a long one, bro.
It's been a long one.
Feel like I've been up since Wednesday.
You've been up since Wednesday. Oh my goodness.
That's what it feels like.
Wow. Well, I'm sorry you are so overwhelmed, my brother. But
my eyes all puffy.
Well, you still look sexy though, Al. You still got the sexy going, so don't worry about that part. We're gonna try to have some fun tonight. It's been a long week for us as well, you know. But we're gonna try to lay all that aside for the night and just have some fun and enjoy ourselves. I was just telling, giving Mama Noise her kudos. She cooked for the family tonight. She made catfish and potatoes tonight.
So Miss Anola got her fish fry she wanted.
She got her fish fry that she wanted and was happy. Like she was thrilled happy. And I said, girl, you don't know what you did tonight. When you can please the elders, you done something. It ain't easy to please the elders. And they'll tell you when it ain't good.
I was gonna say, because they ain't gonna hold back.
No, they don't hold back, especially when they hit the 90s. They don't hold back nothing. They be like, this is terrible.
They like, I didn't get this age, not to be able to just say, look, you could have cooked this a little longer, baby. They'll tell you.
Oh my goodness. I remember when my grandmother told me when she turned 90, she said, yeah, at this point, I'm pretty much going to say whatever I want to say whenever I want to say it. I was like, oh, is that what happens in 90? She said, yeah, that's what happens in 90. I said, oh, okay, well.
Hell, you get that privilege before 90.
Well, yeah, but I think you still worry about a job or you worry about feelings or whatever. And at 90, I think you just stop worrying about all of it. He's like, I've gotten to the back half now. So what you gonna do? Fire me? What you gonna do? Put me out the church? What you gonna do? Cut me out the family? Psh, I've been here longer than all y'all.
They're around twice on some of y'all damn kids.
Exactly. So
I am the family.
I am the family, right? All things come through me. So, but yeah, Mama Noise did an amazing job. So I got to give her a beautiful shout out tonight. She did her thing. She did her thing.
Thank you.
Ron, you came on and then you went back to the screen. Are you eating in addition to drinking?
Man, no, just having some technical difficulties I got to get fixed.
Okay, all right.
What the hell going on today?
Okay. Well, it's good to see everybody. What are we drinking tonight? First of all, let me just say tonight we took all the pressure off the night of us. We took all the pressure off. This is just us tonight, y'all. Y'all, and by just us, I mean the noisemakers and the screen people on the screen. We just chilling. We just gonna talk and have some fun and laugh. And when we're tired and we ready to call it quits, we're gonna shut the place down and call it quits, and that's it. No pressure tonight. We're taking all the pressure off. We got some picnic pass as always, but that's about it. No games, no gimmicks, no nothing. No special shows. We all tired. We tired. So we just took all the pressure off ourselves tonight. Just us tonight. So this is a just us sip. Speaking of, Mama Noise and I are sipping on the same thing tonight. Now we're not at our home. So we're working with whatever my grandmother had. Now she has wine glasses, but they are in the good cabinet. And I don't want no trouble.
China cabinet.
Right, I don't want no trouble. So I decided not to get in the good cabinet and just drink out of whatever I could find.
Oh, gosh.
Y'all remember them Pisces Cancer glasses?
Look at that.
Y'all remember them from back in the day?
Oh, I
got one of those. That's what I'm sipping in tonight.
That was that I won't get cussed out. I don't want to get cussed out glass.
That's the I don't want to get cussed out glass. So me and Mama Noise are sipping on her Stella Rosa watermelon tonight.
Watermelon.
That's what we got going. I'm sorry.
You was able to find Stella Rosa in the country?
Nope.
No, we brought this Stella Rosa with us.
Oh, damn.
We brought this Stella Rosa with us. I actually bought some 19 Crimes with me too, but I can't find her bottle opener or her wine, her cork thing.
Oh, damn.
So I was trying to figure out what I could do to cheat it.
You got a house key, don't you? You got a car key, don't you?
I do have a car key, Ron.
Screw your car key in there and pop that bad boy right.
See if I can pop it out.
Screw it in and pull it right out.
I might try that. at some point here.
Man.
Let me see. Y'all
Pinterest has a whole page of what to do without a corkscrew.
Okay.
Where you take a lighter and heat up the neck and the.
That's what it.
Yeah. I've never tried that one though.
I don't know about that.
What does that one do?
It's supposed to put pressure to help the cork come up by using a lighter going around where the cork is at on the bottle, not the alcohol, but where the cork is at the bottom of it. You keep doing that.
It's supposed to make it pop up?
Yeah.
This
Have y'all ever done it?
Hell no.
This one says tap a nail in it and then tap the nail in the corkscrew and then use the back of the hammer to pull it out. Pull the whole thing out.
I don't see that working. I think a nail's just gonna come straight back out.
Right. That don't even make sense.
It's better with a screw because it gets better grip.
Oh, maybe that's what they're trying to say.
Use a
okay,
screw.
y'all talk amongst yourselves because I like some of these suggestions. Y'all talk amongst yourselves because I like some of these suggestions. These might
But that's one of the things they said is what Kyrie said. They said use a car key.
Okay. Y'all talk amongst yourselves.
We learned that from experience, Mama. We learned that from experience.
Listen to me, sir.
I'll be back.
We in deep pictures back in the day.
In the country without a corkscrew. But and you saying this bottle of wine is right here. And when Mr. Noise drinks Stella Rosa, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, in the country, we find a way to get it open. We'll find a way to get that bottle, that cork out of there.
Please believe. We bought the wine with us. We was like, okay, Uncorked wine's gonna pop on, and we don't want to be trying to look around trying to find no wine. I'm gonna tell you, unless there's that's right. Okay, there should be a liquor store somewhere, but I'm not sure they're gonna have wine.
All you gotta do is find the church. You'll find.
Nope. What?
Find the church. You're gonna find a liquor store.
You know what? No. I'm really just blown away by all these DIY solutions as to how to come up with a way to get this cork out of this bottle.
Oh, it's 101 ways of doing it.
Clearly, I had no idea. If you've ever been stranded, then you know what I'm mad about is because at home I had what's called a Boy Scout, a little Boy Scout thing is where you have the knives, the nail file, and all that stuff, and it has a corkscrew on the little thing that you give Boy Scouts or whatever. I don't know how I ended up with it, but somebody gave me one and was like, you might need the stuff that's on there. I had no idea that Boy Scouts care about you having a corkscrew.
They don't really. I wonder why they even had it on there. That's a damn shame to put that.
Kyrie, you a Boy Scout?
Hell no. I would have passed all that crazy crap, tying knots and shit.
Mr. Noise is really what is happening right now.
Look at production.
Oh, he must have been successful. He done came in here and snap.
Here's what method he used.
All you need is a key or a screw.
He done came back and what is happening right now, Mr. Noise? What have you done? He done came back here and gave me all the rest of the Stella Rosa.
You can have your shit.
He ain't like it watermelon.
Oh my
He
God.
shut the door. No words. Just walked up.
Look, let's be clear. When, I think this house may be 100 years old. So every door is going to let you know you came in now.
Some good houses. Can't break in them bad boys.
Please believe this is, I told the kids, I said, this is historical right here.
Wake everybody up.
This should be a historical landmark. But that boy has some serious diligence to try to get this girl. He come back in here and just pulled it out like, here, take that watermelon back.
I do want to try the saber though, Al. How do you take the saber and knock off the top of the bottle? I do want to try that, man. It looks pretty cool.
Man, I bet you got glass shards all in you. Who was
What?
that? Wasn't that Hillary that swallowed pieces of glass and had to have surgery on her intestine?
Oh yeah, that ain't good. That ain't good right there. I just want to try it for the hell.
I don't want to play with that.
It looked pretty cool. I thought I want to try it one day.
Jay Joyner, why are you in the chat?
Right. Hollering people's name.
I'm fanning because, they be having stuff flying around down here.
Okay, so I'll be drinking 19 Crimes.
Which method did you use?
The key method.
There you go.
Worked very well.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
but it destroys the cork. Ain't no getting
Yeah.
that cork back in there.
Oh no, the cork went in, but I didn't care. As long as I could get to this wine, that's all I care.
Wow. So you might have some pieces of the cork floating around in your.
Who doesn't appreciate a little cork in their wine?
No, I don't.
Yeah, he must have been turning kind of hard out to put the
Yeah,
push
he
the cork out there.
put all that he got.
I did. I put everything I had into it, and it was like bloop, bloop. I was like, same thing.
It's open.
It's open. That's all I care about.
Wow.
Okay. So Al, you drinking anything? Ron, you drinking anything?
Look at that. See that? That's just
Black
I'm just all tore up.
I have fallen full in love with Mike's Hard. It's so good.
Nope.
I just heard
Nope.
it. I just heard it.
Nope.
I just heard it.
So
I
many
just heard it.
choices.
I just heard it. I just heard it.
Nope.
I'm sorry.
With the blackberry.
Mike's Hard Black Cherry Lemonade.
Well, it could have been worse. Could have been like somebody else. Hard
Really?
mics.
That's what it said on the can.
Hard mics. I've fallen in
Ew.
love with hard mic.
That is way too much
that.
information, cuz. And while we appreciate us being so close that you felt compelled to share that, this is my response.
Just alternate. Tell them to just alternate the cheek to be all right. Sit on the right cheek for a little bit.
Yeah.
No. Don't want that in my mental Rolodex. I'm so sorry.
Ron, what you sipping on tonight?
I'm just gonna go with the big ass bourbon tonight.
Big ass bourbon.
Big ass.
Oh, that's a certain kind, isn't it? Oh wow.
Just
Nothing like
big
big
ass.
ass bourbon.
Ain't nothing like some big ass bourbon, man.
Nothing like some big ass bourbon. It's better than little ass bourbon, that's for sure.
Way better than little ass bourbon. I'm just
Little ass bourbon don't compare to big ass bourbon. If you get yourself some big ass, you're in a good situation.
you can't, anytime you start the night out with some big ass bourbon, it's always a good.
Amen.
I thought you were just saying the bottle was big.
The bottle's big.
Bottle
Too.
is big. See, Mama,
It's big, it's a big ass bottle. You gotta have a big ass bottle.
But it's got the donkey on it.
It's double the size of my head. It's a
Noisemakers, y'all make sure y'all put what y'all drinking in the chat. But I'm in this. I got this Pisces cup tonight.
Pisces.
So, you know how it is.
Are you seriously trying to rub in that you're?
Y'all remember them cups back in the day? Them
grandma.
Everybody had these Pisces cups. Everybody had them. So we toasting out on that tonight.
A set of Tupperware.
Yeah, you gotta have that, man.
Yeah, and in the country they don't have no wine glasses, so we in a coffee cup.
Ooh.
Mason jars, pimp.
Yeah, mason jars.
You know what? There was some mason jars in there, but I was like, come on.
That's the greatest wine glass you'll ever get, Mama.
No,
that's never disappointing.
Really?
There was cork right there.
I've had the strawberry, the lemonade. I'm never disappointed with Mike's.
All of them are good
products.
Yeah,
really. So you've had just the regular lemonade and
the lemonade. Well, that was like the first one that came out years ago. Then he came out with these extra flavors.
See now they're trying to bring out all these flavors like now laters. Hey, next they're gonna say, "Don't you want the green apple?" How about strawberry?
I'll be down for it.
The green apple.
They got strawberry.
Yeah, I think they actually do. I think they.
Oh, that's what I had that one night. That big 40-ounce can of strawberry.
Yeah. That's the one that took you over the top.
Yeah, that was. How many bottles was that in the one can?
I mean, glasses.
Based on the night you was drinking it, it might have been about 4 or 5 glasses in there.
Stop it, Kyrie.
Because I don't think a glass of wine is technically 8 ounces.
No.
That's not.
No.
You looking at that can?
Maybe 4 or 5, maybe.
That's
not a lot. Maybe not even 4. It might be 3.
It might be. Yeah, I'm saying 4 might be the max.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Kyrie, you got to put your big donkey in the
big ass.
Big ass.
No, that's not what I said.
I know, but it's called big ass. It's not called big donkey.
You got see, and then you're gonna just cop out and put bourbon. They need to know what. You know what? Okay.
Big ass bourbon.
Big ass bourbon.
They gotta watch the show to see the name. What I put in the chat is just we're drinking bourbon.
What if they want to try it too?
A standard pour of wine is generally 5 no more than 6 ounces.
Right.
So you had like a 22-ounce can.
Oh my!
You drank the whole damn can. You had like 5 glasses of wine.
And you drank it fast. It went straight to the head.
With a straw, didn't you?
With a straw, yeah. You went straight to the head. Like you
Alcohol
like,
first.
He's like, damn, the air content. I'm going right in. Get to the bloodstream right now.
I feel like that's what I wish I had tonight. But anyway.
Look, Jay Joyner. That's what your hemorrhoids are saying to you right now. Big ass.
Oh my!
Smushing me, big ass.
Oh my God.
That's hilarious, Al Brown. That is hilarious. It was another hot one today, y'all. It was another hot one today. I gotta give another shout out. Shout out to honest people.
Oh.
Shout out to honest people.
And why tell?
Because me and baby girl went to the grocery store to get the catfish. And I had my cell phone in the little compartment right like at the top of the basket cart. And we rushing to get out of there. And I get to the car and I was like, oh, I left my cell phone in the basket cart. Well, when we went back there, the basket cart was gone. I was like, uh-oh, this is not good. But somebody immediately took the basket cart, took the phone over to the customer service window, dropped it off. All I had to do was walk over there and grab it. No problem solved. And that was a good thing because my entire business is ran off of my laptop, my computer, and my cell phone. So had I lost the cell phone, business would have probably slowed to a halt.
You didn't have to go full current today. You didn't have to go full
say the least. So shout out to honest people who said, you know what? This is not my cell phone.
How did you leave it in the basket?
Just rushing. Just rushing.
Mama noise. You gotta go full Pine Bluff now that you're there. Basket cart.
Basket cart. It's a basket cart.
What is that?
It's a basket / grocery cart. Basket.
Right. They don't call it basket here. They call it basket cart.
Shoot. Okay.
I'm sitting here like, what the hell is a bass cart? Like, is that something you use when you go to Bass Pro and you shopping for fish? What is a bass cart?
They try to make the words a little fancier.
That's right, Valentine Bone. Southern hospitality. You're right. I should have came over to your house and got the your wine screw thing.
Dude, you walk around with a wine. You walk around with one in your pocket all day, every day.
I know.
I'm gonna pull out a oldie but a goodie. You should have got her goblet. Who remembers the goblet?
I remember the goblet. I remember the goblet.
Oh.
I remember the goblet. I remember the goblet. I do. Man, I'm excited tonight. Like I said, it's gonna be a good night. And you know what? Why it's gonna be a good night? Because we always start with picnic or pass, and we are deep into picnic weather. Like picnics are going off every day. Well, maybe not every day because it's hot. It's too hot for a picnic.
I'm just saying.
It's pretty hot.
Just, as long as you started at about 5:30, 6ish, you good.
It most definitely can be too hot for a picnic. Absolutely, it can be.
You just can't do it at high noon.
You can't do it at high noon. You gotta wait.
5, you can't do it.
So for the last 15 years or so, I've been the coordinator of our family day picnic at church, with the exception of the last 3 we haven't had, 19, 20, 21. And every year I say to myself, good God, why can't we have this in September or March?
Right.
July and August, it'd be smoking.
Yeah.
So yes. Make a long story short, it can't be too hot to have a picnic.
Well, you know what's interesting now, to your point, that we did do that at our church. We decided to move it to Labor Day weekend because it was just too hot in July and August, man. It was just, and you can't enjoy a picnic when it's just,
what up, state, right?
Yeah. So we decided to move it to September, but that was my old church. So anyway,
and being the guy that's got to cook during the picnic, and it's hot.
I know. We was that, we all of those guys,
and the guy that's got to do the setup in the morning and the tear down
at night.
Again, we're all those guys.
And then unload the church van when everybody else can go home and
all the folks.
You preaching now, boy. You are preaching now.
And make sure the church is clean for Sunday morning service. So yeah, I've been there, done that.
Yes, we have been there.
I didn't know which one we should start with tonight because I got two interesting ones.
Oh, that sounds good.
I think I'm gonna start with this one, the controversial one first.
You really just should have paid for all of our food.
For one, I'm not paying for everybody's food. It's your birthday, cool, but I'm not doing that. It's 18.
Why do T gotta pay for all y'all food though?
You brought 18 friends. I'm finna leave you. You staying here with them or you coming with me?
Whoa, bro!
Rewind.
Wow.
Can you play that again?
I will play that again.
I think I missed something somewhere.
You did.
Yeah.
There it is. Wait.
You really just should have paid for all of our food.
For one, I'm not paying for everybody's food. It's your birthday, cool, but I'm not doing that. It's 18.
Why do T gotta pay for all y'all food though?
You brought 18 friends. I'm finna leave you. You staying here with them or you coming with me?
Whoa, bro!
Nobody wants a broke nigga.
Wow.
I'm gonna finish drinking for the rest of the night.
Let me just say this. I'll go first. If he got it like that, then okay. If he got it like that. But normally when you got it like that, you tell people in the beginning, right? Hey, everybody, tonight is on me. Get what you like. We just appreciate you being here. But if he didn't say that, or if it wasn't on anybody's invitation, niggas should know.
Well, he said that she invited the 18.
She invited 18 people.
So technically, he invited her.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't know how the 18 got there. I don't know if he set up a surprise party. It didn't sound like it was a surprise.
No, it didn't sound like a surprise.
He invited a bunch of people to come along with them on her birthday party dinner.
Yeah.
And the girlfriends came with the expectation that they would. And by the way, I recognize that bag. That was Maggiano's.
Oh, I thought it was Cheesecake Factory.
No, that was Maggiano's.
That black and trim.
But same principle, Al. Maggiano's is just as expensive as Cheesecake Factory. Like, it ain't a cheap place.
No.
Now it's not like 5-star expensive. Not Capital real expensive. But
it's a good date. It's a good date night.
It's a good date night, a little pricey, and it's definitely pricey for 18 people. Because at 18 people, you're probably not getting out of there under $350, $400, maybe $500.
You can get out
depending on what they got.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think it's probably 30 a head, just a minimal.
Probably. Especially if they got drinks, it could be 35 to 40 a head.
And that's assuming no appetizer at the front. That's just a plate.
Right. We just talking about straight meal drink.
Yeah.
But how could she? Okay, you and I both know what it's like to go to a restaurant with a bunch of people, and you have somebody you got a certain group of them are expecting that person to pay. But if you ain't talked to that person, you can't go to the restaurant, order the food and stuff, and then be sitting around expecting them to pay if you didn't talk to them about it.
You ain't talk to them about it.
You have to. I mean, I'm just saying in ministry, even in ministry. Yeah. We had people trying to come to the table. Everybody wanted to eat the restaurant after church or whatever like that. And then you got all these people saying they, placing their orders and stuff. Everybody doing it all willy-nilly. Ain't discussed nothing with nobody. Like, oh, he ain't paying? I thought he was paying. So how can she then have the gall to call him broke because he don't want to pay for a bunch of girls? Why them girls all come to this restaurant for a birthday? Wait a minute. I'm going to tell you what needed to have happened. She should have been prepared to pay for their food. If you invited them all and you saying that this is your birthday party, if you didn't tell them in the beginning, this is, you pay for your own stuff, then you should have paid for their stuff.
So my question is, if they're in the parking lot with to-go bags, most of them had to-go bags, and they arguing over the check, did they dine and dash?
Well, that's what I was going, Al, because I'm saying clearly somebody paid, and it must have been them probably individually. So why couldn't we have this conversation at the house?
Before
No, after. Even after. Why can't we have this conversation at the house? Okay, I didn't pay.
But the friends
why
look
you want to jam me up here outside in this parking lot in front of your girlfriend?
She looked like the friends was probably trying to say, how you going to invite us to a party and then we had at this expensive restaurant and then we got to pay?
And what you supposed to say as the girlfriend is, girl, we'll talk about this later. We ain't going to talk about this right here in front of all these people.
So then she in turn tried to turn around and give him the business.
I would never been there.
The
The
only conversation she and I would be having, because she's revealed the type of person that she is. Is depending on how the night ends, we might be splitting your check.
Al?
I'll tell you right now, there was no conversation in the parking lot. First of all, when I had paid, I had left anyway. And matter of fact, when you showed up with 18 of your friends and I didn't invite 18 of your friends, the conversation at the very beginning before we sat down would have been known. I don't know who the hell's paying for y'all, but y'all might want to bring
I'd let that be known.
I invited
her birthday.
Yeah, I invited her for her birthday. Good
again, unless I'm in a situation where I can.
Yeah.
Then if I can, then we good.
Even
and
if
I told y'all from the beginning.
Even if I can, if I did not invite y'all at the very beginning, I'm not paying.
While we're all talking about this, be careful if you're dining out now. A lot of restaurants are going to automatic gratuities, not just big parties.
In general, they're going in general.
Be careful when you get your bill now, and make sure there's not a gratuity already on your bill.
I noticed that, Al.
We had that happen one time. We was like, what, the gratuity?
I noticed that, Al. In fact, I think the last
Park
restaurant
Cafe was the first time I experienced it. They put it on there automatically.
Right.
Yeah, they
I'm like, I have my mind set to pay this amount right here, or rather, Lloyd was like, okay, we done already figured out how much our meal is gonna be. We done already talked about, okay, don't get there and act like you done lost your mind once you sit down with the menu. We done already discussed it. So then all of a sudden, here comes he comes with the bill, and you're like, what, the gratuity? How did you?
Yeah.
You didn't ask me how much I want to give. You said, we ain't doing that. After the pandemic and stuff, they're like, look, we going to go ahead and put it on there.
Out of 18 chicks in there, I guarantee you somebody was balling until they could fall, ordering all kind of shit.
You know what? You right.
Ooh, I want these scrimps.
Scrimps.
Girl, you can have them and make sure you got enough money to pay for them.
4 Hennessy's. I want a Hennessy. Keep bringing that Hennessy to me. You know that.
Generally, especially a restaurant of that magnitude, they're like, so how are we going to be doing the bills tonight?
Mm-hmm.
That's what they usually start with. I appreciate
because they want to know who's all, so they can keep the orders.
Keep it good, yeah.
In line.
And ain't no brand new. Because you know what? I remember it was many, many years ago. They would be like, okay, who with who? You'd be like, okay, me, my
that wasn't no many moons ago.
It was, I mean, because I don't
even if my kids is at another table with the another group of kids, and those two over there, the one with the red shirt and the blue shirt,
that's right.
My bill.
Yep.
That's right. That's what Lloyd like. Look, this is my wife.
Yeah.
Them 2 kids down at the end with with a full description. So there won't be no, guesswork trying to figure out what's what. And it shouldn't be.
Oh, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Men world champ. Go ahead, guys. That's what's up. You know what? We need a palate cleanser.
Palate cleanser on that one, boy.
We do need a palate cleanser. Let me get us a palate cleanser real quick.
18 people you gonna invite, then how about I ain't pay for the bill? You like I ain't
want
to
call him broke.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's not a broke BAN.
No.
Because you assumed he was gonna pay for it. So you must know he's got.
I'm just mad at her the way she handled it.
Yeah, she handled that wrong. But she's gonna be single though.
I'm just hoping that was staged and that wasn't a real video.
It probably wasn't.
No, it looked like it was real.
It probably wasn't.
There's so much of that now.
Even though I'm still blown away by Al's response. He went to the Booty Call movie about if I buy you these scrimps.
I mean, if I pay for 18 people for sure.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, on your way on the way to the car.
I don't want the Punani if I got to pay for 18 people.
Yeah.
If I pay for 18 people on the way to the car, you need to be going stripping down. Like
18 people, that's like 4 hookers. So I'm good.
It's cheaper, it's cheaper to buy it on the street.
Right.
Yeah, we need a palate cleanser. Let's get that right now. Here we go.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. What?
Oh, Jesus, Lord. Oh, fix it, Jesus. Fix it. Fix it, Jesus.
Pray for him.
Why would you want to videotape that?
Well, because they thought he was going to do it right. They didn't know he was going to end
Well,
up.
first of all, Jackleg Builders.
No question.
Well, it looks like the pool came after the deck, but somebody didn't hook that up right. That big old gap shouldn't be in there anyway.
Shouldn't be there.
Did it move?
Well, good thing. No, I didn't move.
No, I didn't move.
Good thing the gap was there, though, Al. You know, Uncle, the cousin that put that together actually saved that boy's life because that deck was right there. He probably would have busted his damn head.
My thing is, how in the hell did
I don't
he
know,
get
Ron. If
in
that
there?
gap wasn't there, I think his momentum would have carried him on in the water.
Well, he'd been closer to it, definitely by at least a foot or two.
I'm trying to figure out how he fit it in there in the first place.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, my whole body just hurt. Oh,
Dude, he fit in there perfect. Just,
I mean,
Fix it,
perfect.
Jesus, fix it like you.
But why would you post your child?
I'm saying.
Listen like it.
Well, I think they went live, and once it's live, ain't nothing you can do about it.
You can delete it.
I would have deleted it. But I guess them likes and you can get paid off the video. So
my whole body hurt.
Please, John, he got to recover pretty fast.
I'm
Don't get paid off the kid like that. Don't get paid off the kid.
Goodness gracious.
Oh, baby.
Oh yeah, that wasn't good.
Don't ruin his whole swimming rest of his damn life. He ain't gonna jump off diving board. He ain't jumping outside nothing.
Yeah, and he reinforced the fact that black people don't like to swim.
Exactly.
Let's try again. Let's see if we can get a better one.
I believe I can touch the sky.
Can't give R. Kelly that. Here it is. There it is. So that was nice.
All the water left.
He caught air too. Look at him.
He caught air. He got that at 13-inch vertical up. He got that 13-inch vertical all the way.
He caught air. He got in the water.
I can't do it.
I give him a 7.
Yeah. From a
No, that wasn't bad.
I mean, look at him. He's up. Got both feet in the air. Braced himself on his way down.
Now I'm not sure why he thought this was necessary.
Kiddie pool.
Right.
Start small, Lloyd. You got to learn to swim, man. Start in the kiddie pool.
No, that ain't starting small.
Work his way up.
So the guy took off a little bit. Like
there wasn't even that much water in there.
He took off about a foot from the thing.
Yeah, he got some range, man.
It was a little less than half water.
Listen, he had better results than the other dude. I'll say that.
Way better. He actually made it into the pool.
I ain't even mad at him because at least he cleared his landing, unlike some people.
And he like one of them guys. He ain't scared to swim. He'll jump in the water.
Some people don't stick the landing.
Somebody once told me the.
Oh, my whole body hurts again.
Hey, Crystal
McClain. She took off good, man. It
started out right. Like
so
she got a good turn off the top.
So cool. I
don't know what happened. Let's see what happened.
Oh my gosh.
Still good. She's still good.
Did she give up on the turn? Is that what it was?
She gave up on the turn because she was
either
good.
That or she took her eyes off of the landing, off the ground. Because you got to be the ground all through the rotation.
Look at that, Al. She did. Because she took the turn and that's a good turn.
Yeah.
But then I don't know.
She probably tried to look over at the camera. She probably tried to make a face at the camera.
Nope.
Old boy over there taking a picture.
She turned around and tried to smile.
At this point, reality kicked in.
Wow.
At least she
should have been a big old mound of horse poo, and she fell face first, and that would have been nice.
I thought she was doing gymnastics,
These first 3 videos that made my body hurt. I need something. Do we have a video that won't make your body hurt? Let's see. I'm gonna see.
The body hurt kind of something.
This is a body hurting episode. Let's see.
Try Jesus. Not me, 'cause I throw hands. Tragic.
Uh-oh.
Please don't try me.
Okay.
Because I fight.
Oh, damn.
Man, that reminds me of an incident that happened in Moorhead. Big old muscle-looking guy thought he could intimidate a little old timid fella, and that timid fella knocked him out cold.
Oh, dude, you see, he was trying to make up for it. You know what?
He pushed him like he had to smoke.
Like, whatever, man.
He said, hold my beer.
And then that thing went left real fast. Like, he said, well, what you want?
That's if cold, what they call it, being cold cocked was a word.
But see, that's the problem with those guys.
Cold
like
is
that.
when you get snuck up on.
Yeah.
He was face to face with that.
Yeah, he asked for it.
But he's out cold. I mean,
he's cold.
Yeah, no, he is knocked out, but
yeah, he knocked out.
He didn't get sucker punched.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
He knew it was coming.
Yeah, he saw it coming. Actually, he watched it in real time.
Yeah, he felt
Look,
it.
I can tell you what happened right at the end of that.
Okay, talk to me.
No, go to the very end. I'll tell you the exact exchange.
Okay.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Right there. Stop. No, go back.
Sorry.
Go back. Go back. Go back. Back.
Right there.
Nope. Go forward a little bit. Forward. 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 Stop. Hey, bro, get his bitch ass out of here. That's the exchange, verbal exchange at that point, right?
That's what he's telling. That's what he's telling the cashier.
Yeah.
Clean up on the house, Evan.
Dang.
And he got knocked all the way out. Like that thing just went.
What do you do when you wake up from that?
I guess pay for your drink and go home.
No, he's still talking cash money when he
right.
Yeah. How much did you say that drink was? Okay, thank you.
Can I get you
one?
He got
sucker punch.
Can I go ahead and get you one? You want something?
Right. Right.
He arguing with everybody.
Thank you. What's up, cuz?
What up, my nigga? What up?
What'd you say, Ryan?
That was cuz.
That was cuz. I just said, what's up?
He said, what's up, my ninjas?
That was good.
Yeah. That ain't what he said, but you know what I'm saying.
You said nigga. It's gonna say Mama Noise. Just
no, he said it. Yeah.
Why are you so anti-nigga, Mama Noise?
Because I can leave it up to y'all. Y'all make it up. Whatever it is, I don't.
We're not afraid. We are not afraid. Cuz, where are you at?
In bed. Laying on his side.
He is he's in the West Wing.
Laying on his side, a moment of tenderness.
All right.
Is that okay?
It's okay. We okay. Cuz it sounds like you was having a rough day today.
He's a cantankerous old man.
Tara said they holding you hostage.
I just got these niggas out my house.
He always putting folk out of his house.
Sometimes you want
and then invite them back the next weekend.
I mean,
you are correct, Mama Noise, and they were saying that today. They say you telling us to get out your house now, but you be telling us to come over again next week. But you know, some people
got to go.
It's time
You got to get out of here.
Yeah.
It's time to go. It's time to go.
You lucky. I want to see you niggas once a week. You lucky.
I told one little boy, I said, next time, don't be the last one out. Get your ass on out of here.
Don't be the last one.
Be the last one out. Come on, it's time to go.
You gotta start blinking the lights. You know, blinking the lights, that tells everybody it's time to go. That's what they used to do in the club. They blink them lights.
But see, at home, you got to
last call for alcohol.
Turn the music off, put the alcohol up. Everybody knows it's time to go.
Turn on a song they don't want to hear. You be like, oh, it's time to go.
Yes, sir.
That's how they do at the club. That's how they used to do in the club.
Look, they said, why cuz putting all the alcohol up? Why is he closing the bottles and shutting them up?
When you see the bartender do your glass like this,
that is a clear sign that the party is over.
Oh my gosh.
Mr. Noahs, we had a good dinner tonight. I'm gonna tell you what it is because I know you don't know nothing about it because you're not really from Jamaica. You know what I mean?
Go ahead, cuz.
See, God's angry. He froze the screen.
What happened? What happened?
You back?
Good now.
Good.
Go ahead.
B, why you acting like that?
Savage Al.
You know, me and you supposed to be tight, Al B.
Is your screen freezing up?
Well, I mean, I can't help it. I'm doing what I can do. Is it still froze?
No, you good now.
We had some brown stewed chicken, some boiled dumplings, and green bananas.
Oh, that's a Jamaican meal.
Very.
Boy, who?
Dumplings and green bananas.
Okay.
Green bananas.
Somewhere in there, I guess, was food, so we good.
So you didn't find the plantains, you just went with green bananas.
No, we have plantain. We're gonna have plantain tomorrow, but today we had boiled green banana.
Well, I'm not complaining about your meal.
Jamaican dish. The Jamaicans boil banana and dumplings, and sometimes they'll put chocho over in there with it. But that's a very Jamaican dish.
Okay. Well, you missed me giving kudos to Mama Noise tonight because she hooked it up with the catfish tonight. Cooked for my 98-year-old grandmother, and she was pleased, very pleased.
Oh.
Gave her kudos for her meal.
98, though.
Catherine's Indian, and she ate that last week.
Yeah.
She had your meal last weekend.
Okay.
She had what last weekend?
What you just said?
That shit you just described.
What you say? Shit.
I mean stuff. I meant to say stuff. I meant to say stuff. That's stuff.
Is she?
Not with that look on your face.
Is Catherine Jamaican?
Catherine is Canadian.
She's Canadian.
Canadian Indian with Indian.
But I heard it's a whole bunch of Jamaicans up in Canada.
Oh yeah, they up there.
Jamaicans everywhere. They all run.
No, but for some reason they said it is a large population.
Not as much as Brooklyn, New York.
She said she was married to a Caribbean man.
Wow.
There it is. See, Jay, she just like you. You married a Caribbean woman.
No, I thought
I was gonna say, Jay ain't married no Caribbean man.
What is your pronoun?
That I know of. Unless
he married you know what?
Unless you try to reveal something tonight.
That would explain the hemorrhoids.
That would explain the hemorrhoids.
Is Catherine still married to the Caribbean man?
She said,
unfortunately, no. He has passed.
Oh, damn.
That was for Al, not because.
I was just gonna say, what the hell is that for?
That was for Al.
Luckily,
what are you sipping on tonight, cuz?
Water.
Water, yeah.
Preparation H.
I'm telling you, I'll be. I'm having ass.
Damn.
For real, I'm having
Nope,
problems.
I don't need to know this.
Well, you can't keep pushing jerk season through the back and expect not to expect bad results. At some point, that shit's gonna come back to get you.
I mean, but I'm married to a Jamaican. I mean, you say
It don't matter. It don't matter. Jerk season knows no.
You say you're Jamaican, but you're not eating the jerk.
I don't have to eat jerk. I don't have to eat jerk to be Jamaican. I am Jamaican.
That's like being Mexicans and not eating beans. That shit.
You can be.
No, I'm not gonna let you away with that.
You can't do it. You can't do it.
You was better off saying tamales versus.
Man, I want a good tamale. Ain't got no tamales down here.
Why everything gotta be compared to where you from? You know what?
You gonna stop hating on the country now. You gonna stop doing what you're doing.
What?
This is complaining.
Hey Jay, her black ass missing Fiesta now, ain't she?
Man.
Oh yeah, big time.
Flies and all. Al, flies.
No, I don't. You know, I don't miss Fiesta.
You know, get back home. Ain't gonna do with yourself when you go to Fiesta. Are you?
We had the tortilla factory right down the street. I think they make all things Mexican.
Did Lloyd get froze?
Well,
No, I'm right here.
I thoroughly enjoy food from all cultures, and I really enjoy Jamaican food. So I partake. Let's put it like that. Tomorrow we're going to have some red snapper.
There you go.
Oh,
Fried.
snap!
Doing it fried?
I love red snapper.
How you cooking it?
We're going to fry it
Deep fry it.
and do what Jamaicans call escaviche. They pour this
Well,
salt.
I heard that before. What is it?
That's because you're not married to a real Jamaican.
What
They pour this sauce over it, and after they fry it, and it's a vinegary sauce. My God, is it good?
She's had enough Jamaican in her to get Jamaican. She don't need to taste. She's tasted Jamaican as well. She's good.
There's a.
Did she make? She made two Jamaicans too, didn't she?
They have.
We just choose to experience our Jamaican a different way.
Oh
they have grilled red snapper, and they put that sauce on it.
Yeah,
but you got to call
that
them.
Must be where I had.
An hour in advance because they grilled to order.
I had some at Joe's Crab Shack.
I'm sure that wasn't authentic.
Interesting. Yeah.
Speaking of Joe's Palm Room is hosting. What's the group that did the song with Keith Sweat?
Silk.
No.
Female
group.
No.
Cut Close is at Joe's Palm Room tonight.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Are we sure it's the real members of Cut Close? Because don't anybody really seen them in real life. So they could roll up anybody in there and call them Cut Close.
First of all, they're going to Joe's Palm Room. Ain't nobody gonna care anyway.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Why are you saying
because they're gonna go party anyway at Joe's. They don't give a damn who's there.
What's that other place that the B groups used to go to, but now it's closed down because they was always shooting? What's that place, Ron?
Oh,
because they always shooting.
Oh, Screaming Eagles.
Coles.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
That's where. Damn, what was her name? She was there every other weekend. I can't. Go ahead.
Ain't their name.
It'll come to me when I wake up.
Sounds like you reached that age.
Why would
Yeah. Well, let's take it to the church real quick.
Varner.
What is happening?
So apparently that must have been her solo, and I guess a decision was made. Prior to the start of the church service that they was going to switch it up, and she felt the way about that.
They ain't got nothing to do with no solo. That young girl sleeping with her man.
Is that what it is? She sleep with her man?
Because she already got a microphone. Big girl already got a microphone.
The pastor did something.
She so do.
Pastor did something he wasn't supposed to.
Yeah, you gonna stand up here and sing about yesterday, and you sleeping with my man? I bet.
And throw it in her face, trying to throw a little dance to it and everything.
Did she?
You know what the dance was? It's I got it.
Wow. Hashtag savage.
She was like she wanted to whip her whole ass.
She could have got a hold. She could have got a hold of it. It was gonna get ugly. That was gonna be a bad one right there.
Do y'all condone fighting in church? Like for the right reasons though?
What's the right reason?
I don't know. I'm just trying to think. What's a good reason to go whoop somebody's ass in the service? Jay, do you condone fighting in church?
I mean, I've witnessed it, but I don't. It is what it is. I mean, if y'all both fucking the preacher, then somebody got to. I mean, I'm just saying.
Somebody got to take the L.
Somebody got to take the L. I remember as a kid, there was a lady. I won't mention any names. I'll protect the innocent. But the lady, who was at the end of church, and you know how they put the chair out when they say doors of the church are open, so they put the chair out and the deacon's there. And the lady got up there and she sat in the chair, and I guess the pastor knew it was going to go left because she jumped up and she said, "I have a testimony," and he held the mic. And she said, "My Bible tell me that you can't do this." And she was trying to call him out for whatever he was doing, the pastor. And then that led to a fight with one of the assistant pastors and the pastor. And it was an ugly situation. But it was wild, like Tara said, it was wildly entertaining though. As a young teenage kid, I enjoyed the entertainment value. It made me want to go back to church.
Because you wait for the next fight to pop up.
I'm just saying, I'm like, if this is what church is, I'm in.
Is this church or the hood? Which one is it?
It was both. It was clearly both.
If hell exists, I believe there should be a special place for pastors that's fucking their members.
But if he's single, then why does it matter?
A lot of them ain't single though, Ryan.
But that's I said if he was single. I said if he was single, what's wrong with it?
Well if he's single, what's wrong with it?
If he's single, what's wrong with it?
Well, Ron, he's not supposed to be doing that. He's supposed to set the example of righteousness in the church. He's supposed to.
Then I'm saying, if you want to do that, then don't be the pastor.
Well, what does that? But just because he's screwing, what does that have to do with his word that he's giving out?
If he's screwing one woman, then even that unmarried is an issue. But when you're doing multiple,
exactly, Tyra.
Fornication, Ron.
Fornication.
Fornication is an ugly word. Like that is just fornication makes it sound like you doing some really illegal shit. Like he was caught in fornication.
I mean, if he's a man.
But Ron,
that's right.
Many churches have been destroyed, and you really do affect people's walk when you're supposed to be the shepherd and you out there
doing the stuff you tell us
not. Okay, so let me ask this question. What if the pastor was saying, listen, we shouldn't be fucking. However, I am. I'm struggling in this area. I'm trying to work. I'm trying to work through it.
He had his AA meeting. He did his AA meeting doing church.
Because have you seen Sister Gloria's ass? She got a nice ass, and we fucking. But I would like to not do it. I would really like to do the right thing, but I'm struggling. I personally would respect the pastor that would say that. I'd be like, well, pastor, we gonna pray for you.
He told the truth.
At least you're being honest about your struggle.
So
I respect that.
You would have been a member of Pastor Cherry's church that said, just because it's a booty does not mean
he was saying don't touch any booties.
Well, I'm saying he was saying it doesn't mean you got to touch it.
Are you condemning sex or you're not condemning sex? I mean, what is it?
Well, I'm saying if that pastor were to say, I know we shouldn't be doing it, but I'm struggling over here. I'm a single man and I'm struggling. I could get on board with him saying that because I'm like, okay, if he's being honest about it, he's confessing to us that he's having a hard time.
So therefore, should a pastor be the pastor? Should a man be a pastor if he's single? Because we do know that as a man, you're going to struggle in that area if you're single.
If he's married, you're gonna struggle in that area. So what's the?
I was gonna say because you just said a lot of these dudes is married and they fucking so.
No. If you're a married man, that shouldn't be your struggle. It may be your struggle, but it shouldn't be. As a single man,
it's tough.
Well, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna say this person remains nameless, but we went to a specific church service, and the pastor was single. And I said, Lord, why are there so many women in this church? Where the men at? There was almost no men in the church because all these women was trying to get chose. I mean, it was so thick up in there. And Lord was like, because this individual is single. And they like, I could be next. I could be the first lady. I never seen so many women in a church service.
So is it the problem that it's so many women throwing the booty at him?
That's a part of it. That is a part of it.
Yeah.
I think he was a single father or something.
So who's yelling
I
at
don't
all
think
the
he's a
single
father. I
women?
think he's
that's
just
not
single.
throwing but who's yelling at all the single women about throwing the booty at the pastor?
Nobody.
You know what?
So it's Russian roulette for him. He's just taking his chances every Sunday.
Yeah. Cuz, you all right?
I mean, I'm struggling with what
he's pondering
with what Tara said.
Your screen went away. That's why I was asking if you all right.
Oh no, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm struggling with what Tara said. Tara said, well, single women pastors will struggle in the same area too.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with that, but at the same time, women can compartmentalize sex a lot better than most men can. Yeah, they can, Ron. They can.
How's that?
Tara said, why are you struggling?
Because
a nut's a nut.
Oh, wait, man.
Kyrie. I mean, really.
Oh, damn.
I'm just saying that women in general.
It's the big ass bourbon, Mama Noise. It's the big ass.
I can tell.
Bourbon.
Women can stay on task, on mission, better than some men can. If you throw sex in front of a man, he can fall prey to that much easier than the average woman will. Not that she wouldn't eventually fall prey to it, but okay.
You got women jumping on today. They out for the nut too, cuz I mean, wait.
Y'all keep talking about these women that's out for the nut too. I don't disagree, but a woman can turn the faucet off. A man, generally speaking,
can
he?
A woman can. A man can't.
So in your assessment, men are these horny,
oh man, don't come with that old bullshit. Now don't come with that old bullshit.
No, I'm asking. I'm just asking the question. Are men? It's the way you assess it. Men are these horny, uncontrollable.
Look at the history of the world, man. Just look at the history of the world.
No, but you making it sound like niggas out here knocking women off every day. When brothers can go months without getting done.
I said men generally speaking. Just look at our societies all over the world. They will destroy their lives for a piece of ass. Women generally speaking, women won't do it as quickly.
I didn't say that was wrong.
Oh, I was wrong. Okay.
No, I was saying he said men would destroy their lives for a piece of ass.
Oh yeah, they throw everything away for a piece of ass.
Yeah. Bill Clinton.
Of society.
Well, see, Bill Clinton didn't get the ass though, Mama Noise. That's the difference.
Yeah, but Bill Clinton was the most famous one that we've seen recently. But I mean, they do it all. Men do it all. Come on now, let's be honest, guys.
No, I'm not saying that men don't do that, but I am saying I think women want it as bad as men do.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm not disagreeing with that at all.
Yeah.
I'm saying they have the ability to control themselves a little bit better.
Well,
generally speaking,
I don't know.
I think sometimes women in ministry they will get so ministry minded that they will just. That's the only reason why I'm in agreement with that statement, is because sometimes women that get in ministry, it's so like they get so head first in the ministry. That was a lack of better words. What I'm saying is that they get so absorbed. I tried to fix it. They get so absorbed in being in ministry that it's like everything is just about ministry. Not, you're not trying to get the hookup or whatever. You just get so absorbed in. I'm telling you, I know I had a young lady that told me she was leaving her husband, and I said, for what? Because he's a distraction. I need to be alone with the Lord. I said, what? He's a distraction. He keeps, he's trying to do these other things with his, with his life and stuff like that. And I feel like if I'm just alone with the Lord, we'll be just fine. I said, okay, this makes no sense whatsoever. And even though she didn't hear what I said, she ended up divorcing the man. And then she struggled from that point forward. I was like, because you never dealt with what was going on with your husband. It seemed easier just to break off in the marriage and be, it's all about God from this point forward.
Can I offer a theory that is unproven but is probably true?
It's unproven.
And keep in mind, I've been drinking 19 Crimes tonight, so I'm in a really good place. I think a lot of Christian women masturbate a lot.
And we're off.
I do, or they're liars. Because I really believe that these women that are so holy and righteous and they don't have no problem, they don't have no sexual urges, they're lying. If you've had sex, now if you're a virgin, okay, you don't know what it tastes like, you don't know, you can't you know what it tastes like? Never had a peach. I get it.
Okay.
But if you've had sex, you're not going to sit here and tell me that you don't have no sexual urges and that every time you pray it away.
Your argument is flawed because we're not saying that women don't have urges. We're saying that they're able to compartmentalize and stay focused. Listen.
I don't think that's true.
We all know of women, whether or not they do it long term or not, but women will take a vow of celibacy and stick to it. Because
I think those women are masturbating the shit out of themselves. I think those women are masturbating the shit out of themselves. They're just not telling nobody. They're just not telling it, which is fine. You ain't got to tell nobody what you're doing.
And they may be, but they're not out there giving the ad. They're sick of
it. They may not be giving ads. Now I agree with you on that, but right. I think the way that they avoid giving ads is that they rubbing things out on a regular basis.
Keeping rolls in business.
I'm just telling you what I think. I could be wrong. I'm drinking 19 times out of a Pisces cup.
Tara just said, "Man, do it too." They're called monks.
I think those men are rubbing them out. I just feel like
go with that bullshit talk.
I think there's a lot more masturbation that goes on in church than what we talk about.
I mean, monks are good. I mean, think about monks. They take celibacy.
Go on with that.
You said in church, or you mean church people?
Church people.
Right.
Right, Al. I apologize, Al. We're church people. You're right. I didn't hear it, Al. I didn't hear it. You're right.
Listen, people. A man is putting it somewhere or doing it with something, period. I don't care if he's a monk, a rabbi, a priest, a Yahweh, or the other way. He gonna do something with it.
But that ain't what we said a couple weeks ago. You talking about the Catholic, the Catholic priest who take that vow? No marriage, no nothing.
He doing something. Something's getting done.
But I think women are doing it too. I think women are out here and they leave praise and worship and be like, "Ooh, praise and worship was good." And Deacon such look good in that suit. Next thing you know, batteries coming out the drawer.
You know what? I can't wrap my mind around what you're saying simply because, man, I thought, man, once you became a Christian, that's what happens when you become a Christian late in life. You become a Christian late in life, you're like, man, I felt like God was gonna get me about everything. So I was like,
I think there are some that hold out, Mama Noise, that they are tight with it, and they stay the line and they hold it down and they don't do nothing and and those are the meanest ones in the church. You can tell which ones they masturbating because they evil. They backed up so bad. They can't really,
walking around whipping on kids with rollers for no reason.
Right, but them ones that have a joy in their spirit and they single, They like, well, praise the Lord, say. So they're like, yeah, you see where.
Don't all people masturbate?
Not all.
I mean, all is obviously an aggressive word.
All is a lot, but don't people?
I think so. I think so.
Okay.
I believe they do.
So we're not discussing masturbation. We're discussing whether or not I say I am no longer going to have sex with the opposite sex.
But what I'm saying is, I think the way that these men and women who are single in the church, pastors included, some of them avoid quote unquote falling, is that they masturbate.
Hey, you do what you got to do.
You choose the lesser of the sins. You say, okay, I don't want to sleep with somebody, so I don't want to be caught doing that. So I just rub a few out.
So it means men compartmentalize it just like women. They're gonna rub it out.
Right, they rub it out. They just say, you know what? I'm trying to live holy for the Lord, and it's easier for me to singularly repent for this act than it is to repent for a whole thing I just did.
Listen, I think we're lying to ourselves if we think a single man is gonna keep beating his dick when he can go out there and get some pussy. You better stop believing that.
I'm just saying, man.
After a while, mama noise. Don't give me no looks tonight. It's nighttime.
What?
I'm speaking truth now. A man ain't gonna keep doing that. I mean, we can get it off. We can get it off, but now we ain't gonna keep doing that.
I mean, he rotates hands,
especially when he's in a leadership position, and women keep throwing that thing at him. He ain't gonna keep no.
But see, that's the problem. Why they keep throwing it at him though?
Because people like power or perceived power, so they'll sleep with the dude that's got some power or some authority or whatever.
And you want him to give that up? With all that booty been thrown at him?
Booty
everywhere. And y'all want him to give that up?
We found you, Miss New Boot. I'm sorry.
We want him to give that up.
Then why keep throwing it at him?
Then don't be in leadership then.
Then don't throw it at him.
Get yourself
or here's the other part, Mama Noise, or let's be honest about leadership.
There you go.
Because maybe that's the problem. Maybe we are expecting entirely too much from a human being
who is designed.
Or the only
I could be wrong. I'm drinking 19 crimes.
Married people. So that won't be the problem. It shouldn't.
So, yes, he should be knocking off married women. He should not knock off married women.
But I'm discovering married people are struggling.
But if the pastor's knocking off the married wife, you gotta ask yourself, why is the married wife letting the pastor knock off?
Yeah, that dude's wrong.
She's just as wrong.
They all wrong.
Yeah, because she opened up her legs.
All right, Tim.
I was reading the comments from the other day, so I had to use that. one.
Thanks.
All right, Tim.
Hey, I've been holding on that one all night. I've been waiting for y'all to use it.
I can tell.
And no, Tara, I am just joking. I was just wanting to use that tonight.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just throwing out some theories in an alcoholic state, and it feels like amazing.
It really grieves me when I think of people that are married, that are in the church, and it may not be. I mean, you're in a married situation, and you have. I tell them you got the green light from God. You got the license to do whatever it is. Your fantasies. You can do any of that. You can go ahead now. You got the thumbs up. Go ahead. But still, it's like, the unspoken. You can't do that, or good girls don't, or.
Are you talking about something else now?
I'm talking about sex overall with your.
Did church make sex too taboo? Is that part of our issue?
I don't think so.
I think a lot of churches historically, maybe not modern churches, but a lot of churches historically have made sex to be kind of, or implied it to be boring. They've never said it. I've never heard churches say it, but there's there's such a holiness placed upon people that the private wildness that could occur in sex is not discussed. Like we don't celebrate that. We don't celebrate. Be wild, be free, enjoy yourself. Knock it out, put it there, stick it in the ear. We don't talk about that.
Well, how wild is wild and how free is free?
I guess it's free as you and your spouse want to get.
See, that's the problem right there.
What?
Because once you start experimenting, then when do you stop?
Well, I think you stop at the place where you feel uncomfortable.
Oh, so it's all about whether or not you're comfortable now.
Right.
Okay.
Do you want the person to feel like they're a slave?
So if I want to invite other partners in and I'm comfortable with that, then that's okay.
If you're comfortable with it.
It's not okay for me.
And if I talk about you
and mine,
talk about in general whether or not whatever you are comfortable with is okay.
If both of y'all are comfortable with it, meaning you and your spouse, if y'all are comfortable with it and y'all want to experiment and try it, that's your responsibility and your right to do it if both partners are comfortable. One person may be comfortable and the other one not comfortable. That's not going to work.
It depends. I think it depends on your interpretation of the morality of the Word of God. The Word of God tells you not to do that. But if you say, well, but we're comfortable with it, then that just means you decided we're gonna skip past that scripture and do what we want to do.
Because, you know what? Does anything go? Does anything go?
I don't think it does, but
why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't anything not go?
What you know what? I'm sick of the men on this screen always talking about whatever you comfortable with, it's okay with, until you start talking about another dude being invited in. Then it's hell no.
Wait, how do we get to that?
I'm talking about inviting another person in and all that type of stuff. You start talking about that, it usually means, do you okay with inviting another chick in? And then when the girl be like, no, your wife be like, no, it's another dude. No, I ain't trying to invite no another dude in. Why I gotta be? That's why you don't need to invite nobody in. But
again, Mama Noise, it goes back to if you're comfortable and you both are comfortable.
No, I ain't no comfortable.
There are men out there that are comfortable with doing it.
There are men.
The thing is,
go down 65 South and you'll run to a city. A lot of comfortable people down there.
Unfortunately for women, they were convinced for years and years and years and years and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years that sex for them wasn't meant to be pleasurable. It was a task.
Right.
It was just another task, another chore that they had to do as women of the house.
I agree with that.
So
that's why color
there's
purple.
still hang-ups in the church that God didn't intend for sex to be pleasurable. God intended for sex to be the sole purpose of procreation.
But in Songs of Solomon, it doesn't sound like this just for procreation.
I struggle with that when preachers try to say that it's just solely for procreation. Because have you had sex? Like, it's really good.
Have you tried it?
It's really
I can't fathom a modern day preacher saying that.
I would hope not. I would hope that it's that you don't have that ideology.
But what would a modern day preacher say about it though?
Okay, I'm on live, baby. Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ron. We said.
So what does a modern day preacher say about it? Or do they?
I would hope that a modern day preacher. I would hope that a modern day preacher would say it is both for pleasure and for recreation. I mean, like it's for not even just recreation. Maybe that's a bad word, but for pleasure and procreation and protection.
First of all, preachers shouldn't be saying anything about a husband and wife's sex life. Nothing. Their sex life, what they do sexually, is between them. under the ever-watching eyes of the Lord. Now, the only reason a preacher should be saying something to a married couple about their sex life is if the married couple is struggling and they came to the preacher for guidance. But just strictly from the pulpit, I don't think a preacher should be having that conversation.
At all?
At all.
Really?
Wow.
Absolutely not. The sexual adventures of a married couple doesn't concern the man of God at all. And if he thinks it does, he's got his nose into too many places, which is probably why the church is in the state that it's in.
Interesting point there.
Now, if they having issues and they come to the pastor and like, hey, our marriage is struggling, that's a different story.
So no marriage retreats? Like you can't talk about it at a marriage retreat?
Why would you need to?
Because some people,
if their sex life is healthy, why would you need to discuss their sex life at a marriage retreat?
Well, I don't know if you get into specifics, but I do think there are a lot of people who don't have healthy sex lives. I think
that's quite possible, but
yeah,
you know that a marriage. I'm not going to a marriage retreat because I'm having issues with my sex life. I'm going to a marriage retreat to recreate and have social interaction with other married couples. I'm not going to a marriage retreat to discuss my sex life.
And I can kind of see what you're saying, Al, and I don't know if I completely disagree with it at all, because I don't want to preach all up in my business, but at the same time, I do see how and have seen how a preacher with wisdom and willingness to be kind of open and transparent can say to a couples and say, listen, because we've even talked about that. We've talked couples and say, listen, what you do in your bedroom is your business. Like, we don't want to get in your business. We don't want your specifics, but we need you to understand what y'all do in y'all bedroom. That's y'all. Y'all, you don't need to feel guilty about it. If you want to do this, that, and the other, I would try to keep it within the confines of what God says is appropriate. But at the same time, there's a vast array of things you can do. Like, it's not like.
But a preacher giving you that general, this is what God wants you to do in your bedroom. Does that sometimes take the spark out of what that couple's trying to do?
I don't know if it's so much as it's a situation of this is what God wants you to do, as much as you need to know that you're not going to hell because you do certain things.
But I think
that stigma is tied to so many people that they stifle their sex lives because some churches, like you said, Al, are so all up in your business and don't do this and don't do this and don't do this and don't do this. Then they just missionary and go to sleep.
I think that's the issue I'm referring to, though, is if you have a lot of preachers, like, listen to Lloyd say, Lloyd ain't gonna say missionary. Lloyd would go, Pastor Lloyd goes a whole nother way. But those ones who hit that stickler of, it's like Al said, it's a task for the woman. There's no pleasure in it.
Yeah,
you stifle that couple and actually make it worse on them.
Right.
Then
if I'm ever in a congregation and I hear a preacher, man, woman of God, whatever, stand in the pulpit and say that this is how God wants me to behave sexually, you bet your ass I'm gonna pack up my Bible, grab my family, and we leave.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
Because I mean, it's hard to hear that in the church.
Well,
I said it's hard to hear about that in the church because what are they really going to say to you?
Well, I mean, I guess I am the anomaly. I have preached at a women's conference on sacred sex. They ask questions. They had so many questions and stuff, and it's like the church just turns its back and say, ask God. Where are they supposed to go if they don't have a relationship with him to be able to hear, or if they don't understand the text? How are they supposed to be able to get understanding? We have some people that didn't know that you could. Well, I'm not going to say with it particularly, but I'm saying a specific sexual act. They up there saying, "Well,
how you gonna not say it now, but you said it then?"
Well, they were saying in certain types of positions they thought God would have a problem with, and so they didn't. Or then we had a big old bowl of questions. Anything you want to ask us? There were so many questions, and I'm such an advocate because I remember coming into church thinking you had to listen to Mahalia Jackson to have sex. I thought that's that you had to listen to hymns to be intimate because I thought that would please God. I didn't know you could still listen to Isley Brothers and stuff like that, and then as a married woman and still be, get the green light from God. I thought so many things that I thought before marriage, I'm going, oh, once I get married, I'm a Christian woman now. I can't do none of that, or like Al said, he got up on top of me and did his business. I didn't know anything about it. He said that women had the mindset of it's a job. It's a part of being a wife is for you to go ahead, as you said, go ahead and knock, get to your climax and roll over and go on back to doing business as usual. Women have had that mindset until we got the understanding that it's supposed to be pleasurable. And so I'm saying if somebody didn't tell me, I would still continue to think that.
And this is no disrespect to you at all. I think that's part of the problem with today's church. They started getting involved in things that they had no business getting involved with. The church was to be a gathering place for the saints, to commune in the Holy Spirit, and to worship God. All that other stuff is guidance, therapeutic, and I don't think that's what the church was designed. Just my opinion.
Okay.
So Al, let me ask you this: where do you get that information if you don't get it from there? Just curious.
They have sex therapists. They have relationship therapists. They have pastorals, but they don't have I don't think the church is meant for the preacher to stand at the pulpit and speak in general about sexual activities. Now, if I go to my pastor and we can have that conversation.
You talking about on a Sunday morning?
Right.
Okay.
That's what I said. If a pastor stands in the pulpit and says God wants you to, experience different positions with your spouse.
Not on Sunday. Yeah, but privately,
if I'm having issues and I go to my pastor.
Right.
But other than that, I don't think my pastor should be remotely concerned with what's going on in between my sheets.
Okay.
Well, do you know that when I had that women's conference, I had a 70-year-old lady told me she didn't know she didn't know that you were supposed to wait till you get married to have sex.
Listen to what he's saying, Kieta. Listen to what he's saying. He just feels as though it's not a public conversation; it's a private one. That's what really was.
Right, and it sounds like you had a convention of women, a whole bunch of women that had some issues that they wanted to discuss.
To talk privately in this little group. But he's saying on a Sunday morning in front of 200-300 people, that might be a lot to have.
So technically, Mom, no, you was a sex therapist.
I was trying to get my license.
Well, that's what you was at that conference.
I'm just saying, because there's a lot of people that I'm telling you, I sincerely meant that when we had the show where Dr. Welsh come on, there are so many women that didn't know that they didn't know that we had three orifices in between our legs. They wasn't aware.
What just happened?
No, I'm serious. They seriously thought that we pee out of the same place that we received the penis.
Oh my, this is really escalating.
We done turned.
I'm just saying. And if you don't have that type of understanding, you better learn from somebody, because guess what? People ain't talking. And I think that's the part that really, the hard part is that we weren't getting information. My mama was like, well, them people down at Planned Parenthood, they'll tell you. Tell me what? Can you at least tell me that?
Next Saturday's Uncorked Wine will be called Bambi's Booties.
No.
I'm just saying what is going on right now.
We're gonna have that. We're gonna have Bambi's talk.
Let's see if
Bambi's
this
talk
works. Let's see if this works.
Saturday.
I'm just saying.
That's always okay. Cause you been quiet and mainly because you maybe have
because he stirs it up first and then stands back and watches the. Get him, LeBaron. He said, "Why are you in the dark?"
You know, it's not that I, been. Well, I just wanted to listen, because I disagree, but I understand. I understand what Albie is saying. I don't think any pastor should go into details in a pulpit. That's not an appropriate setting. But I do believe whatever issue is impacting the community, that congregation, he has to deal with it. Too often, we as churches get wrapped around the emotional time of praise. We can run and shout and jump and buck and we leave up out of there damn near the same way we came in. Only difference is most of us then wore off our deodorant up in that hot ass church, bucking and a jumping and a shouting can on. We go into the praise and elevation real easy in the Black community because we are an emotional people. White people go in church and they clap their little hands, but we go up in there and we are ready to praise. But yet, if you really analyze the Black church, it's still full of very little victory. Very little change is really taking place because most pastors were good singers, good hoopers, good preachers, but they didn't teach us a damn thing. So I believe that you have to teach, drop seeds, whatever you want to call it, nuggets. I don't know what you want to call it from the pulpit, but you have to try to impact the congregation in a way to elevate them and to move them from where they were when they walked in, if you will.
And I understand what everybody's saying. I do think there's got to be a way to impart this to people. I don't know. I struggle with this because Black people don't talk enough, and we don't have a lot of forums for the truth to be imparted to us. And so because we don't, we walk around in ignorance and I hate to say stupidity, but we just walk around in ignorance and don't know anything. And then we spout our knowledge in places like our barbershops and our beauty salons and our schools and whatever, at work, whatever. And then it perpetuates throughout the community that ignorance of not knowing. And we just all walking around just not knowing anything. And we assume this and we assume that, and we're lost. We're just a lost group of people. And I hear what you're saying, LeBaron, there's marriage ministry, but marriage ministry doesn't often focus on the real issues of marriage. It usually, a lot of marriage ministry that I've seen are very vanilla in their approach of what needs to be talked about and dealt with. It's very vanilla. You know, you need to do communication. You need to learn how to budget. You need to, well, okay, that's true. All of those things are very true. But also, we over here struggling with sex. Also, we over here struggling with these certain issues that nobody else is talking about. And somebody's got to be willing to talk about the hard stuff.
But are you putting, man, I think we talked about this before, and I think I may have even asked this question before. I could say, you should be there to help teach and guide, but are we putting too much onto the church to try to teach?
Yes.
And because of that, like I asked earlier, is sex taboo? And it sounds like it is taboo in the church because they're trying to deal with so much other stuff that it's blending all that crap together, and it might be blended all together the wrong way.
Ron, the answer to that is absolutely 1,000% yes. We are putting too much on the church, but we've always put too much on the church. Like, we've asked the church to be our our political foundation. We've asked the church to be our moral compass. We've asked the church to be our sexologist. We've asked the church to be our babysitters. We've asked the church to be all of these different things. And the reality is that's probably, the church is probably not equipped to handle all of those roles, even though it attempts to. Like Al said, that's not a Sunday morning sermon when you sitting next to your daughter or your son and somebody's telling you, now listen, you need to get this oral sex in. Wait a minute, what? Hold on. Why are we talking about that now? That ain't the time to be talking about that. But at the same time, it is something that we need, that I need a forum to be able to discuss. And in a place where, and I think we turn to the church for it because we're looking for a place of honesty and authenticity to have that discussion. Now, I don't know if that's the right place or not, but that's, we're trying to figure it out.
And I get it. You saying, okay, we shouldn't talk about it in mixed company, if you will, meaning the congregation that has children and all these other people all involved. I get that. You saying just adults. And the only way you can control that is to have, if they're interested and won't know what to do as a married couple, then come to the marriage class. But, even in the marriage class, I think that sometimes people just, I've just seen it firsthand, to see so many people that don't understand, how to, or they just have a mindset already set, and you saying, let us help you. So if you can't come to them for help, because, sometimes going to a therapist, you may, they may not, I don't know. I just feel like that you gotta, like you said, we try in ministry, we try to help everybody in every area, no matter what it is. You got a problem with your kids, we got the kids ministry. We got your problem with your teens, so there's a ministry for everything. But I just think that this area right here it goes unchecked. And I think that, not that we need to know all your personal business, but if we can help you by trying to alleviate the stress and just saying, okay, you're having a problem in this area, then let's discuss it.
So how does the other side do it so that it works, but we can't do it and make it work?
When you say the other side, what do you mean?
The lighter skinned brothers of us in the world, how are they able to do it?
That's funny. I don't know. Maybe they don't. Maybe they just, I don't know. It's a great question. I don't know.
Because it's technically the same religion. Better music on one side than the other.
Hilarious.
How they?
Well, what was his name, Lloyd? That was here in Texas, where the pastor that said he declared married couples to have sex straight for 7 days or something like that.
Where he at?
That was Ed Young.
Listen.
Ed Young said he was encouraging his members to dig off in each other for 7 days.
But I think that Al said something very key when he said that. That really hit home, and it really reminded me of The Color Purple, when old girl said, well, Mister just gets up there and does his business.
Oh, you bring it up again, I'm gonna bite you.
I'm just saying it's the truth. That she's like, in other words, that's just
bringing it up. That's not the only example.
No, but it is a great example, because if you have a mindset of it's just my marital duty and it has nothing to do with me being pleased, then that continues to get passed down until somebody says something.
Okay. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you are. You trying to say
I'm not saying you're wrong at all. I'm just saying I think I understand the privateness of what Al is saying. That it needs to be, but I also think it should be mandatory. Somewhere we got to get the information. Now, how do we get it? So if we got to be honest with people about what's happening and what they're dealing with. And I think that's part of the problem.
But shouldn't the first part of it come from your family?
It should. It doesn't.
So did we take a lot off of the family to have those discussions and kind of force it upon the church to have the discussion? Because I'm kind of with Al. The only thing really from a church perspective, if I want to hear anything about sex, is it hurting the community in a sense? Is having too much sex hurting the community because as Cuz would say, brothers not taking care of their kids. Maybe if you talked about it from that perspective, it's a little bit different. But talking about what's in your bedroom is definitely not something that you really need to talk about on a Sunday morning. But did we lose the fact that the parents are not doing it? We just kind of pushed it off for somebody else to do.
Well, we definitely letting the parents off the hook with all of it, because our parents. No, I've never had that. I never had that discussion with any of my parents, not one. And so I think we have let them off the hook. But I would ask Al and Ron and Cuz and all of us, how do you have that conversation with your kids?
Open and honest, and do not. As bad as you want, as shameful as you feel about it, you have to talk about it open and honest. Because there's things you got to say to your daughter that you do not want to say. But I'd rather my daughter hear from me than she hear from a nigga on the street. But if you're too scared to have that conversation, man, I'm telling you, when she does find out about it, she's gonna find out about it wrong. He or she is gonna find out about it wrong.
That's a good point.
I agree that we're not getting it from the parents. I mean, I didn't get it from my mother, and then so here we go trying to pass it on to the church, saying, "Hey, now that you're married, let me tell you what you didn't hear back before you became a Christian, and now you're married." There's a big gap there.
Well, here's the other part. I'm gonna say this bluntly because it accentuates the point. If your child is curious about sucking penis, I mean, how they gonna get the information unless you share it with them? Otherwise, somebody gonna have to share. Otherwise, some dude gonna share it with them, and they're gonna be trial and error. So, I mean, what are we supposed to do?
But then I remember talking with the teens when we were talking about sex. Listen, in church, started with the teens, and then you got grown women that don't. I'm not giving them pointers. I'm just trying to help them to understand. You married now. Go ahead. Now you got the teens saying, "Look, okay, these are things. This is considered sex. Oral is still considered sex."
But my point, that's not my point, Mama Noise. My point is somebody's got to be willing to have an open, honest conversation when the conversation comes up. When that child comes to the parent and says, "Hey, what is this thing I keep hearing about the girls at the school are doing? They saying I can suck penis and that suck a dick and it's not sex. What is that true? And what does that entail, sucking it? What does that entail?" So if I don't have the conversation with my child, they're going to get bad information from somebody else. So that's the point that I'm making.
How you gonna say that didn't have nothing to do with what I just said?
Because what I'm saying is, it's not. I don't know if it's. I'm kind of starting to, just as I'm talking through this, or we're talking through this, I'm kind of getting. I think Al's point is kind of hitting in my head that it's got to start with us as parents, or us as community or whatever, because that is a very difficult conversation to have in a corporate setting. But at some point, we're going to need to have that conversation because the curiosities, the bad information that's out there, somebody's got to dispel that stuff, and it's got to be us. It's got to be us as parents. I can't have my child walking around not understanding the context by which an oral situation is supposed to occur.
Well, that's the reason why I was saying, Mr. Noise, what I said is because there was a huge deal in Christianity saying that the teens were not clear on okay, if I have oral sex, and that means I didn't break my virginity pact. I mean, that means that I didn't break my virginity. I didn't lose my virginity.
I'm not disagreeing with that part, Mama Noise. I'm trying to help you understand. I understand what you're saying, but this is bigger than just a Christian issue. That's the point I'm trying to make to you. Christianity needs to be the foundation, maybe by which we teach it, but it's a bigger issue than just Christianity. They're having this conversation at the lunchroom in school.
Well,
Yeah.
and
they're having it on the bus at school.
And parents now are at a huge disadvantage when it comes to talking about sex because it's everywhere now.
Yeah, you can Google it. They can Google it, so you can't lie to them.
It's in the songs that they sing. It's the code words. It's the nicknames they use for the actual acts themselves. So parents are at a huge disadvantage right now in having a conversation. So imagine a parent now, and my luck for me, I got 2 boys coming up, so my conversation is a little bit easier. But if you got girls and they're 12 years old, 12 to 17, and you got to have this conversation. This conversation is hard as hell right now.
Yeah.
Right.
My desire is to leave this conversation with everyone understanding that if you are having difficulties in the area of sex, by all means, seek outside guidance on how to make it better. That I'm not saying that if your sex life is broken, just pray and hope it goes away. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that it's not, like Lloyd said, it's not a corporate thing. By all means, talk to somebody. Hopefully, you can have that conversation with your spouse. But we find often that we can't even have those conversations with our spouses.
Right.
A husband's afraid to talk to his wife about what he needs. A wife is afraid to talk to a husband about. So, there's a deeper issue other than, trying to fix their sexual hangups, because they can't even have those conversations with themselves. So if you are having issues, please, 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 please seek someone guidance to assist.
Cuz, why are you looking like that?
I mean,
I'm listening. I told you guys I'm listening. What you guys are discussing is good, heavy stuff,
which we normally don't talk about
on Saturday night.
But I do
know we finished picnic on Saturday.
Discussing. Hold on, what just popped up on my screen? Okay, discussing sex with your kids is important. It's needed because they are already exposed to it. But how much discussion are we talking about? Because
I guess whatever's needed.
Because I believe in teaching more of a moral standpoint and respecting yourself standpoint than discussing sex itself.
I agree with that, but I also agree with answering all their questions.
Because what I ain't gonna do is ever have a conversation with my daughter about no damn blowjob and sucking some nigga's raggedy ass dick. That ain't gonna ever happen. But I would tell her to respect herself and understand. Now, I have a whole lot of deep conversations with my daughter about that type of stuff, but it's not to.
No, we're not going to have that conversation.
Yeah, but I do have a question, and it may sound creepy, but that's not its intent.
Go ahead.
Because us as men, we do have that desire to be pleasured orally. Now, I know you're not going to have that conversation with your young daughter, but would you oppose your wife explaining to your young daughter, hey, you're going to come across this in your adult life. Men do like to be pleased orally. It feels creepy talking to you about your daughter someday sucking some man's. That feels like all R. Kelly-ish.
Right. I don't want it. But if Kenyatta want to talk to the girls about their marital situation, I gotta suck that up and take it.
From a marital
But
standpoint,
I don't know. I'm sure that none of you guys would know, so I'll just direct this to the ladies in the chat. Then, for those that haven't, seen Bridgerton, the reason why I'm bringing that up is because one of the things the girl was upset about, the Duchess, when she married the black dude, she came back to her mama and gave her the business and was like, "Why you didn't tell me? I got married. I waited till I got married. I got married, and now he wants me to do this and that, and I don't know anything about it. He's the one that taught her how to masturbate. She didn't know how to do that herself until he told her what to do." And
but
then
there was a twist to that whole get up. While he had those preferences, some of those preferences, because he didn't want to ejaculate inside of her.
True.
So those are some contributing factors.
Right.
True. But the mama was like, in other words, well, you get married and then you just love him. She just kept saying love and stuff, but she never mentioned the urges. She never mentioned.
So let me ask this question. Are our children supposed to marry in complete ignorance? Sexual ignorance.
That's the part.
Because we did.
I'm gonna tell you now, and you guys, there's not one conversation that I would not have with my daughter. And to answer Tyra's question, my wife beat me to that conversation. And here's and take it how you. Here's the reason.
I'm like, cuz Ron, to you, I'm not talking to my daughter about sucking dick.
I was off the wall. I was off the wall growing up. So I want to make sure my daughter knows all the stupid shit.
Right. You're saying that. You're saying that. But I say with 100% confidence, you've never talked to your daughter about sucking dick.
Yes, I have.
No, you bullshit. No right-minded person can have a conversation with their daughter about sucking another man's dick.
It's a very hard conversation. We've had that conversation.
I'm about to log on.
You can't log on, Al. You cannot log on. Come on, Al.
There's not one conversation that I would not have.
I can't fathom it. I cannot fathom it.
I can't do it. But
and here's the thing: when bring my kids up, I said, always come and ask me about anything before you want to do a try, and let's have the conversation. I don't want you to go into doing shit that we did growing up stupidly. Try to give you as much advice as I can possibly can, because I didn't have those conversations. Nobody had a lot of conversations with us growing up about.
Well, that's the right approach, but
hey, that's how I raised my child. How other people do theirs, it's on them.
No, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that's the right approach. But some things you have to learn on your own.
Oh, I 100% agree. There's a lot of shit and trust me, there is 85% of shit she's gonna learn. She's gonna learn her own, just like your son's gonna be the same way.
Well, Ron, that 1%, you should have left to Vonda. You should have let Vonda handle that.
Let me ask you a question, Ron. Did she ask you?
It was just part of the whole sex talk.
Okay, I'm saying, but did she say, "But Daddy, tell me about this," or did
it was just part of the whole sex? It was part of the whole sex talk all the way through.
So you offered it, and also this might happen.
Yes, sir. This might happen.
Wow, you're oak, Ron. I'm not that guy.
Like I said, man, it's you got to be comfortable in your conversations. I mean, you got to have that relationship with your kids.
I'm glad you had this comfortable.
Because and the thing about it, a lot of black women are not comfortable having that conversation anyway, so they still don't get it. So you still your kid is still missing out.
Thank God for mothers.
Because a lot of mothers won't have that conversation.
I've had the conversation because you
just said you didn't. Did you?
No. Well, like I said, it was from a different standpoint. I wasn't telling her how to hold it. I mean, shit, hell, I'm talking about.
I didn't give direction on how to do it. We had the conversation. So Negro, you had the exact same conversation, and you talked to your daughter.
Oh, okay. When you say you had the conversation, what did you? Maybe we need to get into.
You talked about it's. You talk again. The conversation is it's a part of sex. These
It's
are
a
things.
you're saying in a general sense. You said
this is what guys are going to ask for.
Okay, Al. So that makes sense.
Nobody's gonna go in. You hold it this way.
Right.
Ain't nobody gonna go in there.
Okay. All right.
But you're gonna have the conversation about what's all involved in sex. What happens? What are the things
some guys may ask for? Is what you said.
Right. You got to talk about it. You can't be let it go ignorant.
Let's see that was my angle. Some guys may ask for it, and my angle was hell no. You will not disrespect yourself like that. Because especially, I mean, kids are young and they're doing that type of stuff. Here, you didn't put your mouth on somebody's ragged ass dick, and now that person has moved on down the street to somebody else, and you got to live with that in your mind that you. We don't do that to ourselves.
Man,
now, under the veil of marriage, now that's a different story. And what you and your husband talk about and decide to do, that's a different story. But now we ain't gonna be walking around here walking down the hallways of the high school, looking at Fred and looking at Joe, and Fred and Joe know that you done suck their dick. That we ain't gonna do. We're gonna respect ourselves.
Got you.
That's how I discuss it.
But you still had the conversation.
I mean, you have to, because kids know all about it.
But now that part of the conversation, I'm very much willing to have.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: you're still gonna have the conversation.
Yeah.
Well, we thought you meant. I think all of us thought you meant you had gone into like some visual aids and shit.
When you have the sex conversation, you ain't visual aiding. You're having a discussion. You're talking about it.
Okay, I
talking about what it is.
Old girls trip grapefruit type shit.
Right, we thought you had gone into some.
Nah, ain't nobody got no diagram out.
Okay, all
right, there you go.
I have had a conversation where I went and Googled the diagram.
That's because that's
to show my kids, to show our daughters. Furthermore, I just had a conversation just 2 days ago with Hannah and I said, see, the problem with somebody trying to being intimate with somebody before you get married and before you even know, you don't even. They be talking about you like him, he love you or whatever. Then somebody else walk past, and all of a sudden he don't like you no more. He don't love you. He done went on with that person. Now he gonna sit back and talk about but I did you.
I got that.
I had sex with you, and then you sitting there looking like but we was in love. He done gone on about his business, and I'm trying to help you to understand how valuable your sex is.
There you go. Your body is.
Yeah, we had that conversation. I have no problem with those conversations.
Right.
Don't be giving it away to some knucklehead that don't even know
don't even know himself.
That's why I said I keep telling her, we keep using her friends as examples because she keep telling me stories about her friends, and I said, sweetheart, I keep trying to explain to her.
Not to cut you off, but Mama, but the other part of the friends that I cut you off. But the other part of the friends thing is that they be lying. Friends be lying.
I mean,
they be doing shit. But they'll tell you they're doing it, and then now some of them are, but a lot of them are lying.
I don't know if too many kids lying nowadays. These kids,
some of them be lying because they be lying.
And you got to think it's a different badge of honor now than what it was growing up. Now it's not as secretive as back in the day. You try to keep it secretive. It was but now they treat it as a badge of honor now. Because it's everywhere.
Ooh, this conversation took a weird turn. Like this was. How did we even get here?
All of it.
It's probably because it's fault. It's probably because it's fault.
Al with the cigar.
He shared the cigar today. I said quiet, listening to you guys. How could
but who kicked out?
I don't know who kicked out. Wasn't me.
It was cuz.
Probably. Okay with it.
Can't blame him.
Cuz love to stir the pot and sit back and say, watch this.
Yeah.
No, I like to listen and learn to because honestly, all joking aside, I wouldn't waste my time on here if I didn't respect you you gentlemen and you, Mama Noahs. I wouldn't come on if I didn't value you guys' opinions on different things. I know Mr. Noahs and I argue a lot. That's just because he likes to argue. I mean,
Lies.
he's wasting his time. He's wasting his time because
filthy, nasty lies. All
Right.
filthy, nasty lies. All filthy, nasty lies. And to Tara's point, listen, my daughter came home the second week of school, high school, as a freshman, and said the girl that she just met in high school just announced to the school that she was pregnant. And we had to have a real conversation. Because it threw her for a loop. She's like, Daddy, I don't understand. She's pregnant. What does this mean? How did she do it? How did it happen? Here we go. Here we go.
Where was that conversation at?
Where did we have it at?
Yeah.
We had it at the Starbucks.
You know what? It was a private conversation, wasn't it?
It was a private conversation.
But see, the way they do Mama is like, here I was walking in the in the section where you get some eggs and cheese at the Walmart.
Yeah, because they know you ain't
Where
gonna on them, Mark.
your voice carries that. So I'm sitting there saying, I wonder if these eggs are expired. Here go one of our kids. What's a condom? And it was like, condom. And I said, why you ain't asked me in the car? Why you got to ask me right here in front of the eggs and milk where your voice carries and everybody in the aisle and turned around like, what you gonna tell them?
They know you ain't gonna swing at that point.
But
They
I got news for you. They didn't turn around and look at you to see why she asked you the question. They probably turned around and looked at you to see how you was gonna respond because they wanted to know how they was gonna respond to their own.
I said, I'll be happy to answer your question. Can I finish with these eggs real quick? And then I'll tell you exactly what it is.
Like Tara said, imagine her bringing that friend home that's pregnant and asking you for help.
Man.
Wow. So I mean, listen, we live in, and here's the other reality that we'll bring this to a close and move on to something else. We gotta all be willing to talk to some degree about what this is, because if we don't talk, man, they have access to so much more information than we ever did. Right. And they can Google it, and they can find out, and 90% of the information they're gonna Google is wrong. So we got to help them to bring clarity and morality to the information that they're getting.
Shit, just turn the radio on.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just telling you, when I had that little girl show up at my house and say she had run away from home and she was missing, and then she shows up at the house and then says, I'm pregnant. What you think I should do? I could have said, let me give you the number to the following people, called them and asked them. Well, my mom was a Christian and she told me that I need to go get an abortion. What you think?
I'm not sure why you shared this story, Kiana, but okay.
I shared this story because where are the kids supposed to go?
Oh, okay.
If the adults keep passing the buck to somebody else.
Agreed.
And they feel like they can come and confide into people if they feel like there's I need somebody to talk to. We done got many calls in the middle of the night from young people in distress and trouble that can't talk to their parents.
Right. Okay. We need a palate cleanser. Let's just get one real quick.
Years since 1922. Think about that. Y'all want to know what my lucky number is? My whole life, 22. Come on. You see how we doing? Come on, y'all. Y'all gotta move out the way right here. I said, bounce that ass till you can't no more. Make your ass up the floor like it made you broke. Cut that big old booty girl, scrub the ground. You can do it up and down, around and round. Cause I'm a damn monkey and I'm still dancing, make all the fun. Look at that shit. Look at strip at a club in the ATL. Little mama tore it up and started raising hell. I remember Medic City before the freak did. When the police started all that weak shit. All the big girls getting loose with it.
Here's what I don't understand. I didn't know that was their song. I didn't know that the Sigma Gamma Rose, that was their song. Did y'all know that? Were y'all aware of that?
Especially when you pick Too Short.
Out
of all people you pick.
I didn't realize that was a song.
Their song is the Too Short
that's
song.
a song. Shake that ass like a salt shaker.
But I don't remember him. Oh, okay.
Oh, I didn't know that. I swear to you, I didn't know that until he said it.
What's the name of the song?
Shake it.
Shake that ass like
That
a
ain't
salt
the
shaker.
name. Is that the name of it?
I think so.
I would say that's the actual name.
I think that's the song.
I mean, some of them look like they was having a conniption bit.
Al, did you know that? Did you know that was
like, goodness gracious.
I did not, but all I could focus on is whoever built them stilettos that big girl was jumping in. They should build every high rise in the state of New York and California, because if them stilettos didn't crumble, not a damn building designed by that person is gonna crumble.
You wrong.
No.
That's not the song.
It's got nothing to do with her size.
He wrong.
I'm just saying, she's jumping. I see people walk in stilettos and the heel crumbles.
Right, and it buckles. Yeah,
She jumping,
Right.
stepping.
she killing it. She was killing it.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
talking about they made my shoulder hurt.
They was
The way they was. I mean, they was just.
Listen.
You know, we don't have
What
a
would it be, Atara? What
we
button
don't have a button for them, but we need to.
Best button I can give Al at this point. is
I'm just saying, God bless them
He's
heels.
wrong for that.
No, bro. God bless them.
I think the song I'm know is Shake That Monkey. I think it's what that song was.
I don't want that. I don't want that in my
That girl
Metro.
can jump on them heels the way she was jumping on them heels. Then whoever made that heel need to build every high rise in the country. That's
she was getting it. She was getting it, and she didn't. Oh my goodness!
I'm tripping how somebody, I don't know who it was, who got each organization to pick an old school song and
I mean,
they chose Too Short.
Listen, you're trying to find your identity as an organization, and Shaking the Monkey is their identity. They
I don't want
that
it.
they want that monkey shaking.
Nope.
And
shake it.
And the truth is, we don't mind a good monkey shake. We don't.
No, I don't want it. I don't want
at all.
Yeah, we don't mind it. We've never defined it as such, but you know, we're not
Lord.
What are we calling the
Thank the
monkey?
Lord.
What are we calling the monkey?
I think you.
See that there? That's what I'm saying.
I think you know.
Do
So.
you think the Lord will bless us long enough to be around for the IOTA's centennial?
Maybe, you know what? That's a great question.
Imagine what that song gonna be.
Because that's when is that 70 something?
What?
When the IOTA's coming to Vision? 70 something?
I don't remember.
1973 something.
It'd be like, yeah.
I thought it was in the 90s.
No, it wasn't no 9. Don't do that. Don't be like that.
Okay, it was in the 80s.
No, see, the Lord can't bless what you're doing right now. The hate is real.
That's so wrong. So wrong.
Tara said it was in the 50s.
There you go. We can accept the 50s.
We might make it. We might make it.
No, it was in 63.
See, you know, everybody was
Oh, y'all just rough. Y'all rough out here in these streets.
I said 50s were good, man. 50s were fine.
Oh my
It was 1963. September 19, 1963.
You saw two. You saw two what last? Two of the founders of the IOTA. You saw two what last month?
That's so wrong.
Y'all try, boy. This
I'm
is
gonna wake
this
up
is
grandma.
rough.
Yeah, they're only 7 years older than me.
This wow. This IOTA hate is real. It's real.
Damn.
It's real in these streets. IOTA, we apologize. Y'all are legit. Y'all made it into the Divine Nine.
I mean,
somehow
they 58 years old right there. I mean,
like they're the babies. They are baby brothers.
That is hilarious.
They can't now. They can't go. You know, down the street with us.
you know, in 6 more years they get their
They be like, can we go with y'all? We're like, no, man, y'all too young.
Yeah, they got a long time for a centennial.
They get their AARP in 6 years.
Stay here and watch the house. Stay here and watch the house.
Right. Mama said you can't go. You gotta stay here and watch that.
No, you're not old enough for a centennial.
Yeah, you ain't got an ID, so just
right.
saying.
You can't get in the club.
But
How you gonna hate outside club? You can't get in.
But just imagine what their song is gonna be.
Oh my gosh!
They got some
How
songs from. Yeah,
it'll definitely be something about Lil Baby or Chris Brown.
Bootsy,
Her.
Tyra, go ahead and tell us. Tell
It'll
us
probably be
what's
something like Cardi B or something.
something so modern that we'd be like.
They're gonna play that WAP.
That's about right.
Right.
It's gonna be WAP at 100.
It won't be something like old school. It won't be.
Y'all so wrong talking about them like that. They ain't nothing to nobody.
See, Tara say now Tara done let the Ciroc kick in. Now she talking about she ain't never seen a Tara.
I seen one online.
That's not necessary, Tara. That's not necessary.
She said a tall one. Dang.
Boy, the hate is real in this tonight.
What is considered tall, Tyra? What's considered tall?
Right. What is considered tall? Like it must be a hybrid.
Over
Boy, this hate is real.
Over 5'5".
Oh my goodness. They out here in these
I've never seen one in person.
Yeah, I do know we had some of them watching the show and stuff, so we can't be.
Hey, they good guys. How old is the good guys? They out here. They doing their thing.
6 foot. What the what?
Well,
they out here hurting.
All joking aside, the two that I do know are hell good dudes.
Yeah, the two I know, just stand-up guys.
I don't know any of them.
You know, Tyra, you ain't gonna be hating on the 5'5", 5'6". I'm gonna need you to slow your roll.
Actually, one of them, God rest his soul, Ernest Simmons, was a graduate of Western Kentucky.
Okay.
Only 2 people we know that went to Western Kentucky.
Why you playing?
B, did you go from the cigar to the straw? I mean, what happened? Trying to break the habit?
I had to turn my camera off and go outdoors. I didn't want my whole apartment to smell like cigar smoke. So.
Oh, he got the stogie.
Yeah, he had him smoking up in there.
I didn't know if it was lit.
It was lit. Well, for a second it was. And then I went out.
Just keep showing it to us and not light it up, Mama knows.
What?
I did not.
No, it ain't good smoking in your house, Mama. You got to smoke outside. You can't smoke.
Nah, you don't want to smoke in your house.
Yeah.
Cause then you got your carpet and your furniture.
Ain't nothing worse than getting a bunch of smoke in your shit.
Well, the height requirement, the height stuff is just a deal breaker with Tyra. She's killing me.
I'm not offended because I'm 5'3", so what you know.
Yeah, but you're a woman. A 5'3" man, 5'3" man got problems.
Yeah, you 5'3", you're a man, boy. You got some issues.
Well, I mean,
that's Jackie Chan tall right there.
It's a hardship. I can't reach certain things on top shelves at the grocery store.
That's why they make ladders and
stuff.
stuff.
You talking about grocery store shelves for a man. If a man is 5'3", he gonna have a hard time with his love life. He gonna have to.
Now, if you get a woman that's 5'3", he doing all right.
Well, what if he know how to climb that mountain? Maybe he said climb every mountain.
Woman that's 5'3" don't want no 5'3" man. She wants somebody that can protect her. What are you gonna do?
What are you trying to say about a 5'3" man? What
you trying to say?
From the waist down, he probably kick your ass.
Come on, man. Come on, 5'3". Man, he ain't bringing enough ass to the fight to do nothing.
He might be short and strong, man. He could be short and strong.
He might hit you in your balls and knock your shit to the
I can tell you right now. When you in your nuts, I don't give a damn what height you are. Your ass is
tight you on your ankles, boy. I will kick your ankles into the pieces.
Oh my gosh.
Short men like taller women.
Short women do like tall women.
They like to climb. They like to challenge.
Mountain. You got to climb every
mountain. We do.
Yeah, but taller women don't like short men. Generally speaking.
Well, you know,
she didn't want to go to the ball with her high heels on, and now he even shorter.
Man, well, you know, at the end of the night, it's all that matters.
I'm just talking general here.
This tall hate is not necessary.
It's really advocating.
It's short. You know, it's short hate ain't good. I don't like the short hate.
How tall are you?
5'9".
Brother, that ain't short, brother pastor.
That's short, goddamn it.
That ain't short.
Kyrie, you are 5'9".
Short.
But see, Mama knows my height didn't bother me because I was a strong little 5'9", and I had no problem laying people out.
You know,
you talking about 5'3"?
I see Ron lay some niggas out.
I'm talking about 5'3".
Shit.
How tall are you, Albie?
6'1". Was 6'2", but you know, my spine then started compressing, so I ain't quite 6'2" anymore.
Albie, you're not even 50 years old. Somebody spine compression.
I'm 52, big fella, carrying a lot of weight, so gravity ain't working in my favor.
Yeah. See, I told everybody God gave me girth. He didn't give me height. He gave me girth.
Oh my gosh, girth.
Oh,
well, he blessed me with a double portion.
You gonna blame God for what you eating?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
God made the cow. God made the pig, and both of them some bitches are delicious.
Oh my God.
They are delicious. They are delicious.
Matter of fact, I'm cooking a cow. I'm cooking part of a cow tomorrow.
They are delicious.
Oh my gosh.
That's some delicious animals that he made.
Speaking of that, my grandmother is really making suggestions. She's like, "We having ribs tomorrow." I'm like, "We are." God, dog.
First of all, they want
Grandma was just out here making suggestions. Like, not even real suggestions. Just, huh?
Your grandmama got a grill?
Yeah.
You in the country, Mama knows everything's a grill in the country.
You got a grill.
What? Like y'all be putting a hole in the ground, throwing coals down there?
Hole in the ground, refrigerator, cob.
You stack wood, you got a grill.
Huh?
You and your country hate is too much.
It's a lot. It's a lot, bro.
I'm just asking.
I'm just saying, Tara,
Yes,
she got us cooking like we out here. She's like, y'all niggas gonna cook while y'all here. I'm like, okay.
Breakfast, dinner. You like?
If you can find trees and wood, you can cook anywhere in the country.
Have you told her that you don't know how to smoke meat?
Here you go.
Why would I tell her that? It's not true, liar.
Yeah, you do.
Come on now.
That ain't the smoked meat he talking about.
You know what? Everybody knows Jay's undertones. Never fails.
He smoking that meat. Y'all might want to call some doctors. Something wrong.
I did some smoking today. I really enjoy smoking meat.
I'm
smoking meat and drinking. The combination is just.
You must have had some of that E&J.
African jerk.
You have some of that E&J.
Mama knows I don't drink cheap liquor.
First of all, player.
I couldn't figure out the name of that real expensive stuff you had.
Hey.
It was brown liquor. I can't remember what.
17 something, 18 something. What is
That's what it was. Cavassier.
Don't hate on the E&J. Don't hate on
That's
the
not
E&J.
No.
Well, what was it?
Cognac. He does that Remy 1738.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Remy 1738.
Or he might have some Johnny Walker over there. You got some Johnny Walker?
Johnny Walker.
He might have some Johnny Walker, black or blue.
No, he don't.
I don't
now,
drink.
Typically, if you got the Johnny, you try to get the.
Look, here he go.
Get your little red.
Red label.
The black is better. The black is really better. I like the black better, but it's hard to get the black around here.
What you get?
I got some Jack Daniel on my counter right now, but I don't drink that shit.
You don't open the Jack Daniel.
No.
You have it for guests.
Alcoholics that come over to my house like that old rock gut liquor. I don't drink that.
Hey, I'll drink all you. Go and send that Jack Daniels down to me. I'll knock it out for you. I love me some JD. I drink it, JD.
The whole formula was from a black man, so.
Shout out to Hennessy. I don't know why.
Why Hennessy?
I don't know.
Shout out to him.
Listen, I'm really in a good place with this 19.
I can tell.
I don't know why.
The funny
but
thing
it hit really well.
Hennessy.
I want to thank y'all for the suggestion of the key or the screw or whatever that shit was that got it open. That was really smart.
Ain't no corkscrews in the South.
I had no corkscrews, and it worked out really well for me tonight. So I thank all of y'all.
See, because in Texas we be like, they ain't got no specs. They ain't got no.
That's 1738. That's it right there.
1730. There you go.
That's what you had, right, Jay?
That's the cheaper version, but yeah, that's one of them.
Yeah, that's the cheaper version.
It is.
I ain't got that much left.
It is a cheaper version. That's only about $80.
Mm-hmm.
You can have 19 Crown because it has strawberries in it.
But Jay, you know, you say you don't like, but cheaper liquor. You'll find better cheaper liquor than you do a lot of the high price ones. You want a good one that's under 60. Basil Hayden.
I can't see. Let me my glasses up.
Never had it.
It's under 60. It's a Kentucky bourbon. It's really good.
Basil Hayden.
Yep.
Okay.
He put no bottles.
Why you say it has strawberries in it, Tar?
She's allergic to it, so it must have strawberries in it.
That's what I don't see no strawberries on there.
I don't think most cognacs are not made. I mean, most cognac and brandy are made from fruit.
No,
but every cognac.
19 crimes.
Yeah,
19 crimes wine. See, she said the red is a synthetic blend which includes strawberries.
Happy damn.
They probably need to make that known because I know several people that are allergic to strawberries.
Yeah, they might need to put that out there for something bad
to be on the label.
For real.
That'd be all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be all right.
I hope they got an EpiPen.
Have your EpiPen close?
I'm just saying. Have somebody's throat close up.
Yeah, because I'm not big on the high price alcohols. A lot of them are horrible. I found some way cheaper ones that are really good.
You know,
a lot of the high price ones.
Kyrie could work for a bourbon company. As a consultant, because he'd be like,
any alcohol company, I'm good. I ain't.
One sip of this. I see you got more water in this than you actually have.
You can pay me for light liquor. I do that shit too.
Oh my gosh!
But you'll never catch me in the AA meeting. No, mama knows you'll never catch me in the AA meeting.
That's because you're not a quitter, Ron.
Not a quitter.
Oh my gosh! Stop it.
Not a quitter, brother.
Did you ever get rid of that? I don't know, because you be making moonshine.
I still got my moonshine up here. I keep my moonshine. I'm actually about to crack open my 4-grain bourbon, that we made.
Oh my gosh!
It's at a year. It's at a year now, so I'm gonna cut that hopefully this weekend.
Oh my gosh! I can't. I can't imagine. Is that what you put some of that in your bourbon?
No, hell no, I ain't put that in there. That bourbon punch be good though.
Oh my gosh!
I got a new concoction for the bourbon punch too.
Oh Lord!
It's a little stronger than the old one.
Oh no!
Stronger,
faster.
Damn! You taste more. You get the alcohol out front versus at the very end.
I meant to ask you. I'm gonna ask you on here on the air. Is there a VNR this month?
No. It's going to be August.
Okay, I don't know why I thought it was
vacation throwing us off because we got vacation coming up.
Right. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought I saw something and then maybe went away. But okay.
The one we doing in August is it's a fire and ice. It's gonna be fun. I'm
hoping. I hope
mine is gonna be ice. So
okay,
all my dishes will be hot. All her dishes will be cold.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
It'll be fun.
I like it.
So I'm gonna have a little spice with it, or it's gonna be made with at least something made with fire or something made with a little spice to it.
Y'all do know they've added Snoop's girlfriend to the 19 Crimes repertoire.
Yes, I saw that. Martha.
And they sell it right next to his display.
Ooh.
He loved Martha. I don't know what it is how they hit it off so well, but boy.
Because she went to jail.
They bonded over prison.
She ain't no snitch.
She ain't no snitch.
For real.
She took Edward for the team and made a whole bunch of money off of it.
I mean, listen. And was giving pointers to other people when she got in there. So
I'm gonna go and do my time. I got all these millions waiting on me when I come out.
I mean, listen to me.
Waiting.
And then they showed the place where she was staying at. I was like, that looked like one of the dorms back when we first went to college that didn't have no air conditioning.
Don't hate Mama Noise.
So hey, Martha's cool.
I was saying because she's a smoker and a former inmate.
That'll work out. The thing about what has she done since she's been out of jail other than work with Snoop?
She worked on the Food Network. That was it.
Yeah, she does some things on Food Network.
I don't know how they had Snoop on that, coming up with these recipes, and I was like, okay.
Y'all gonna hear about Mark Stewart's gonna come out with her own line of cannabis. She's gonna have her own California grow.
He gotta make sure she taken care of.
That would have been a great series of shows. Like if she did a protein and he came up with a prison version of that protein, or a prison version of a side dish to go with that protein. That'd be. I saw a clip not too long ago. We may have talked about it on the show. Them cats was grilling in prison.
Yeah.
They had an open fire grilling in prison.
Yeah, they be doing the most.
Listen,
somebody get ready for a space game or something?
I'll keep my hands moving.
Oh, okay. I was like, it sounds like a space game ready. I'm ready if y'all want to get.
Man,
You can't play.
I'm a beast with it, brother. Don't play me like that.
Who can't play?
This nigga, Jay think he the best at everything. Cooking, playing spades, fucking everything.
Dang.
And the truth is, he probably mediocre at best.
That's the lie you tell, because I ain't never bragged about myself.
Well, then stop talking about what other people can do then.
But what I can do is cook. And
Yeah,
what I can do is play spades.
That's what your mouth say.
Right. If a tree falls in the forest and nobody's there, does it make a sound?
Listen. Ron gonna be in Texas this coming week. Let's make a run down to Austin, baby. I got the gas. Let's go.
Man, I looked up how far Austin is from. So I looked at how far from where I'm staying there to where Lloyd them is. I was like, God.
A little bit of a distance.
Lloyd them in Pine Bluff, Arkansas.
I got the gas. Let's go.
Well, that's true, because Jay will drive off across country in a New York minute.
I'll show you what I can do on the space table. I'll show you what I can do.
You can't do shit.
So when you look at it on the map, it motherfucker look close on the map. I'm like, it looks short on the map.
Yeah, on the map.
Listen, the reality is, Ron, everything's far in Texas. You just get used to it.
True. This is true.
Yeah. Everything's 30 minutes away. So, an hour and a half, 2 hours, 3 hours. So what? It ain't that far.
Yeah, it's a nice. It's a night. It's a road trip that you stay all night. You ain't trying to do it in one day.
No, I mean you can come back the next day. That's fine.
Yeah, I was like,
you notice Mr. Noah's ain't said. Oh, that's right, because he's in Arkansas.
I'm in Arkansas. If I was in Texas, I'd take you up on that shit. We'd roll and roll out.
They in Arkansas.
Everybody's scared of your black ass.
I'll be when you coming. When you coming, Mr. I'll be.
The way Mama Noise talking about, Lord, y'all might be back in Plano by the time I get down there.
You might be right.
But that construction in Austin sucked.
You're in McKinney, right?
What construction in Austin?
The construction when we was driving on the interstate down there, construction was horrible.
You mean on 35?
Yeah.
Whatever number that is, I'm visual. I don't know all that.
It should. East 35. East 35.
It just depends. I mean,
but you in McKinney, right?
No, he in Frisco.
Yeah, I'm in Dallas.
He in Frisco.
Who's in McKinney, Lloyd? Is it Chad?
Reggie?
Reggie.
I'm in Dallas.
Yeah, we're gonna come down there Friday.
Yeah, Dallas.
Either Saturday or Sunday, we're gonna hit Houston. I can't remember which day. We got 1 or 2 days. We're going to Houston for a day.
That's an easy drive over.
Yeah, it's an hour and a half.
I wish I'd have known, Ron. I'd have booked the flight, man.
Yeah, we're going down to see her people. Go see the father-in-law.
Man, we can get us a spade game done. Mr. Noah's come on back. Stop bullshitting out there in the country.
I don't play. I don't play spades with bid whiz people.
Damn.
I do like Big Wiz now. I do like Big Wiz too.
Why is that? Why is that, Al? Why is that?
They're cheaters.
They try to bring the same antics.
Yep.
To the spade game.
Oh, yeah.
All that talking and shit. No.
Talking across the table.
A large part of spades is to bully your opponent out of the game. You gotta talk. You gotta talk.
Talk across the table.
No, you
just smack talk. You got to talk shit.
Talk. You got to do it.
I don't like that talk across the table stuff.
You can't play spades.
Everybody talk across the table.
I'm talking about you trying to give.
Mama knows everybody
talk stuff across the table. That ain't
everybody talk across the table.
If you know your, let me turn you into a spades player.
If you know your partner
all these years.
If you know your partner well enough, there's certain shit you can say that they know exactly what you talking about.
Well,
okay.
If
So
both
you
of you know how to play the game, you talk across the table just by playing the game.
Yeah. The way you count your cards, the way you count your cards, the way you say certain numbers when you count your card, when you throw your number out there. If your partner knows you, they know exactly what your ass.
All this time, y'all be.
I mean, a P is
it's a setup from the start. Y'all already done talked about it. So when I say certain things,
no. You don't have to talk about it. When you play with somebody for a while, you know what they're saying to you when they say they got 3. You know what they're saying to you when they say they got 5. If they say they got 4 or 5, they said, "Oh, listen, nigga, we can run this shit."
Some folks can say they got a possible, and you can believe they can run that possible because they play cards. Right.
And then other people say they're possible. You're like, "Oh no, they ain't got nothing."
My favorite nigga, how about, man? I ain't got shit.
My granddaddy used to say, "I got 4 and a possible." I knew we was going 10.
Yeah.
Or if somebody say I got 3 and a strong possible, it means they cutting a suit.
Yes, sir.
It's just certain little things.
I understand that part.
But that might mean something to me and the partner I frequent play with, but it might mean something totally different to 2 other teammates.
That's the hard part about playing with people that you haven't played with before. But after your first couple of hands, you kind of understand you'll start to figure out exactly what they do and how they do it after a few hands.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to be a spades player to understand the game. It's all about bullshit. How much bullshit you can put out there.
Oh, Lord, every time
for sure.
I let him make. First of all,
you'll sacrifice a couple books here and there, just depending on where you are in the game.
I just feel like sometimes, as a husband and wife team, you trying to stay married, and I feel like when you start playing spades together, if you ain't in sync, then somebody arguing, and it's finna be some serious situation, circumstances, and a conundrum.
Oh yeah, I can see it. You can lose a marriage. You can lose a marriage over spades.
I'm just saying. You like, what just happened?
You mess around, go home, mad at each other about 2 months.
I can't believe you set us. I thought I had a book.
Well,
A set is bad now. Let me understand. A set is bad, but a renege.
Get your keys.
Oh no! See now, I understand. Okay, first of all, I never even heard of that word outside of a spades game. I don't know any Wahite people that even speak on.
Got you, Mama. I was watching Sanford and Son 2 nights ago, and the white police officer, he actually said that on the show.
Wahite.
He actually said on the show.
I saw that episode.
Talking to this black lady about reneging. I had to record it. I said, because ain't nobody gonna believe me. I'm gonna send you the video. It's the white police officer talking about. He said he used the word renege in the show. I was like,
unbelievable.
No, that's not the one I saw. He actually used the word. I was watching the show and they actually said Wahite.
I heard
that. Wahite?
I heard that in one of the San Francisco.
And they were referencing white people.
Yeah.
Wow.
I saw that when I heard the one that he said renege. I almost died when he said it. I heard it recorded. So ain't nobody gonna believe this shit. As many times I don't watch Sanford and Son, they actually got him on there saying renege.
Unbelievable.
But you can't say, hell, you imagine trying to replay Sanford and Son now on live TV with a live group. Half the shit Fred was saying you can't say nowadays any damn way.
Do they even play it with all of, do they still play it without a...
I'm watching on cable every other night. I watch Sanford and Son and just crack up.
Oh, it's on cable. Okay, because I'm sitting there going, do they play it just the way it was when it was on air?
Yeah,
or do they edit it?
Now they don't edit it none. They play it straight as it is. I should have crack up because he be going through it. But I have to say, the video where old dude started talking about renege. I was in tears when I saw that because I never thought nobody had said it now, and then I couldn't remember this damn episode. I'm like, ain't this a bitch? Somebody actually did it in a sense in the middle of a show.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. So TV One plays it.
TV One plays it straight. Yep.
Because I was wondering, because I'm sitting there going, man, he used to talk cash crazy to Lamont.
Well, Fred would say
everybody. You like
Fred would say nigga in a heartbeat.
Him and George Jefferson.
And Honky, between nigga and Honky, he said it all the time.
I never heard so many derogatory words about white people until I saw the Jefferson.
Mm-hmm.
I loved him too. I loved him.
You old
every last one of them.
You heard
Honky.
Oh my gosh. I don't know how he stayed friends with them as a character. He would talk so crazy to him, then later on,
I've never laughed so much at a racist, like, except when I'm watching Archie Bunker.
All in the Family. Was it All in the Family?
All in the Family. He was the biggest racist.
And he
hated everybody.
He was the biggest racist, and then they turned around and put him on In the Heat of the Night where he was feeling it for the black woman.
Oh, well, that Coco changed his mind.
I'm just saying, that Coco has an effect on you where he all of a sudden, trying to be extra nice to.
I don't care. Heat of the Night was still my first movie
my grandma.
When your boy smacked those dudes.
In that greenhouse slapped shit out.
Oh, when he slapped him out, like, what the? It made you change your mind about a lot of shit when you saw that happen.
My grandmother forced me to watch.
I loved it. Heat of the Night. I loved it.
I was never in the Heat of the Night fan. I saw some episodes, but I was never a fan, a big watcher.
I didn't have a choice. She was like, "This is my TV."
Watched it with the old characters. Watched when they switched it up, added the new younger ones midway through it. But hey, that greenhouse scene, he slapped the shit out of him quick, fast, in a hurry, boy.
I never had that problem coming up as a kid to where I was forced to watch television that my parents watched.
Y'all had all these TVs. Y'all was rich.
Y'all had a bunch of TVs.
We had one TV in the house.
Exactly.
It wasn't that we was rich, Ninja. It's just that we had more than one television. So I was never forced to watch television with my parents.
We had more than one, but we only had. But like mine was a black and white. The good TV was color. I wanted to watch it in color.
Right, Tyra. Your grandparents made you watch In the Heat of the Night.
And Andy Griffin.
Never had to watch it.
In Heat of the Night, Andy Griffin, Matlock.
My grandparents didn't like Andy Griffin like that.
My grandmother, she would watch.
My grandmother loved
Andy. She didn't like Andy Griffin like that.
She loved Matlock. Matlock was a big show.
But now my granddaddy, Westerns. Oh yeah, nigga, you can watch
Gunsmoke.
You can get this Gunsmoke and Bonanza.
I watched Gunsmoke, Bonanza, Wagon Train,
Rifleman.
I watched them every single day.
Yes, Rifleman, all that. You can get these Westerns.
Yeah, they will watch Rifleman.
Festus and Chester.
Yes.
And you had to include Lassie.
No, we watched no Lassie.
Nobody really watched Lassie.
We watched no Lassie.
Lassie where he would start barking and they would say, "Oh, you mean Billy fell down in the well?"
No, we didn't watch none of that shit.
We didn't watch that coming up. Lassie.
For us, it was my granddad was gonna make you watch these Westerns, and he was gonna make you watch this baseball.
And then like on Sunday, on Saturdays, Saturday mornings, like my uncle and we watch karate movies all day. So I'm a damn near
all day. Sunday was karate.
I was never a karate movie fan.
Oh,
really?
It was way too much theatrics. It was like,
bro, I used to
go slap that nigga and be over with him.
I used to go to 4th Street. What was that? Louisville Theater.
Yep.
Yeah.
They showed karate flicks every Saturday.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would go every Saturday.
Faithful up there. $2 to get in.
I've never seen a Bruce Lee movie.
What the?
Wow, the devil is big.
I wasn't a fan of karates. I don't know why.
The devil is big.
I can walk you through every Bruce Lee movie.
They dance too much.
That explains a lot of your flaws.
Yeah, that really does.
You probably think the board hits back, don't you?
And you didn't watch the one with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in?
I've never watched
Tower of Death.
I've never watched
Tower of Death.
Fury.
With Kareem?
Come on now.
Oh my goodness.
This is why you can't really be blessed like you want to.
Kareem was the first black person we had in a karate movie.
God,
Come on now.
that just set our relationship back several years.
Come on, man.
Oh my God.
If we can't eat some peas and rice and talk about karate flicks.
Yeah, our first staff retreat, we're gonna have to see Blackish and karate movies.
But no. But so this may change, Al. This may change your whole relationship with him. You remember Shona?
No, you don't know who that is.
Show enough.
Yeah, you don't know who that is.
Last Dragon.
The Last Dragon?
Nope.
Shona?
Why y'all do that to that man? He has no reference to that at all.
That's on Hulu, by the way.
First of all, they didn't have theaters in Mississippi. Let's start with that. So, y'all asking Mississippi to do something they're not capable of doing.
Say Mississippi has no movie.
Look, and now Tara done chimed in with you. I've never seen him either.
What?
Tara, you should have admitted that. You should have kept that to yourself.
Tara, our whole relationship got to change now.
Our whole relationship got to change now.
Oh my gosh.
Interesting enough. I think true karate. Well, this might not even be karate. The Jackie Chan movies, I like those.
If you like those, you would love Bruce Lee.
I also liked what was the white guy?
Chuck Norris.
Chuck
Norris is yeah.
You know Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris have a movie together.
Nope, you didn't know that.
I've never watched.
You jumped past Bruce Lee and went to Jackie Chan and
I thought you called him a jackass. I swear I thought she called him a jackass. I was like, you jackass.
Oh, we gotta go. We gotta run out
that moment, but okay.
We gotta run out of time for the people. Now, obviously, we're going into post.
Oh man.
Look, Mr. People, like, carry y'all ass to bed. It's loud in this house.
She just woke up to get some water. She's good.
Yeah, but she ain't been doing that all week.
All week. Saturday night. Them damn fools drinking.
Yeah, bro, stirring up the house.
They carry y'all ass to bed.
Right.
Carry you.
She gonna have y'all up at 5:30, 6 o'clock cooking breakfast.
Oh my God, you're not kidding. Why is there no lies told in that? For the people that are watching and will watch and rewatch, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. But we about to go. Now we might do something afterwards, but we about to go from here. And y'all, hope y'all enjoyed yourself. Hope this drink went down just a little bit smoother because you got a chance to see Uncorked Wine. Barrel housing. What is that? What is barrel housing?
That's got to be Arkansas or Mississippi term.
I've never heard that term in my life. Barrel housing?
We didn't know the term for shopping carts either. Barrel baskets.
It's basket cart.
Whatever.
Yeah.
She got to explain barrel housing.
Yeah, I don't know what barrel housing is.
No.
I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna have to Google that on the post show.
You can send it to us in Messenger or something. We don't I
send that to the Messenger. All right, y'all. We out. Peace, y'all. Y'all be good.
Peace.
Y'all, we sure had a good time on Uncorked Wine tonight. I hope you did too. We'll be back next week right here on the Noisemakers page for more Uncorked Wine. So go get your bottle, go get your glass, and meet us here next Saturday, 9 p.m. for Uncorked.